I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X-Blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry, because I'll bet my mom can't cook. Hello and welcome to Mom Can't Cook, a DCOM podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Andy Farrant, and I am essentially ballast.
I'm the other host, Luke Westaway, and I'm just strapping myself into this Soapbox Derby racer. Here I go. Okay, Andy, pull the lever. I'm ready.
Okay, well, are you sure you're ready? You've got your steering wheel all lined up and everything?
I've got my what? My what now?
The only thing you can control is the steering a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, I'm ready.
You ready? All right,
yep.
Okay, I'm pulling the thing.
No!
Oh, okay, he's gone straight into a tree. Oh no, he's hurt real bad.
Today we're talking about Miracle in Lane 2. A fairly straightforward DCOM in some respects that also includes many conversations with the Christian God. So
this film was made under the working title Wheelies.
What?
Which they changed correctly to Miracle in Lane 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is directed by Greg Beeman.
Beeman.
Hall of Fame DCOM director. He directed Brink. He directed A Ring of Endless Light. He actually won a Directors Guild Award for this movie.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay, well.
So good on Old Man Beeman.
Yeah, get that bag, Beeman.
Yeah.
So Miracle in Lane 2 is an adaptation of the true life story of Justin Yoder, who is a... Sorry.
That's not spelled like Yoda from Star Wars.
I know. I've not said it out loud before, and as soon as I said it, do not imagine Yoda.
Do not imagine Yoda as the main character in this film.
Look,
or do.
I'm aware that now that I've said that, it's going to be desperately hard for you not to imagine Yoda. But you have to try.
Soapbox Derby race, I will.
Andy, they have to try. We all have to try.
Try, I will.
Do
or do not. There is no try.
We all have to. Damn it, Yoda. The true story of Justin Yoder, a Soapbox Derby champ.
It sounds like Yoda's cool brother.
Justin Yoder.
Skateboards in it. It's Justin. I don't go by the surname like my stuck-up.
Yeah, boring you this square is.
Justin, you're cool. You've got like a Brink haircut.
Like not my bro must.
You talk normally with correct syntax. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone at school thinks that Bill, that's his name, Bill Yoder.
Yeah, Bill Yoder.
He goes by Yoda.
It's an affectation. After his chess club fell through, he knew he needed something else, and so he decided that he would adapt odd syntax.
Skateboarding I tried. Hang 10 I did.
No, he didn't.
Benihana. Air Christ.
Bill, stop this, man.
Stop what? The Force, yes.
You're upsetting everyone.
I'm upsetting no one. People think Bill is cool. They do.
Okay. All right, Bill, I can't even remember what I came in here for now, but I'll see you at Thanksgiving, if you're coming. Are you coming? It would be fine, I think, if you didn't.
Mum and Dad, see you do not want.
Okay, don't bring Mum and Dad into this, because I talk to them every day. And you call them every few months, and you're usually pretending to be me to try and make me look bad.
Hello, Mum. Justin it is. Hate you, I do.
Hello, Bill. I can tell that it's you because of the syntax.
No, Justin it is.
It's not Is Justin there? Put him on, please.
Justin, I am. Hate you, I do.
Okay, Bill, I have my book club round.
Book club stupid it is. I'm Justin.
Okay, Bill. I'm going to hang up now. Please don't call the house again. If you would reply to my emails regarding your grandfather and what we're going to do with him with the home, we're hoping that you'll chip in. I think Justin's come round to talk to you about that. Oh, no, that's what I was here to talk about. Yeah. Granddad's got to go into a home.
Justin, I am.
Okay. Mum, I don't think he's going to chip in.
Pranked you are! It was I, Bill.
Mum, if you can hear me, I'm here in Bill's place, and just looking at it, it's a hovel on Dagobah. I don't think he's going to be able to chip in. So, Miracle in Lane 2.
No patience the boy has.
So Miracle in Lane 2
Oh yeah, Miracle in Lane 2, I forgot.
is an adaptation of the true story of Justin Yoder.
I'm sorry,
It's
he's a very inspirational and courageous figure.
An inspirational and courageous soapbox derby racer. He was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus and became a soapbox derby champ. And this is an adaptation of his story starring Frankie Muniz.
Yep, off of Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, this movie has a Quince-esque loose grip on reality, unfortunately.
Yeah, but better than Quince.
Yeah, I think overall this movie is basically fine.
Yeah.
Apart from the last 5 seconds, which is jaw on the floor stuff. Really quite.
I think I know the specific shot you're talking about.
I'm talking about the very last bit.
Oh, the
very last bit.
What, the shot of the real life Justin Yoder?
No. I'm talking about when God opens the door to heaven.
Sure, yes. Yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking about.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Now, you're probably thinking, how are they going to get around to a scene where God opens the door to heaven?
In a soapbox derby movie. Well,
in a movie where the protagonist does not die, to be clear.
Well, you know, it's up to the audience to decide, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. That's probably a reading of this movie.
Yeah. I mean, it is based on the real life story of Justin Yoder, who is still alive, but
yes,
but artistic license.
I think Beeman's left it open to the viewer.
Old Man Beeman, yeah. Well, let's have the trailer from Disney, and then we can crack on.
Yes, please.
He has big dreams.
The guy who gets the trophy.
Big plans.
I want to race soapbox derby.
Right. And they're about to happen in record time. Thursday, on your mark.
What if he doesn't win?
Get set.
I can do it.
Go. Disney Channel presents Miracle in Lane 2, a Disney Channel original movie.
I have to win.
Miracle in Lane 2, starring Frankie Muniz. Thursday at 7/6 Central, followed by Brink.
It's the coolest thing in the universe.
Only on Disney.
Okay,
so any other top line thoughts before we get started?
I think this one's pretty good. I think it's competently put together. The dream sequences with the Christian God are truly bizarre.
Very strange.
But we can dig into them. There's a lot of oddness, but fundamentally for a decom, it more or less hangs together. And I really appreciated that there is just one scene that is just 2 minutes of someone explaining the ins and outs of Soapbox Derby.
Yes.
With no entertainment value. It is just an info
This is
dump.
what you need. Yeah, this is the toolbox you need to enjoy the rest of this film.
Exactly. This is the key that will unlock enjoyment to all the scenes you're about to see.
What I will say is, for a movie about soapbox derby racing, it takes about an hour of its hour and a half runtime to get to any soapbox derby racing.
That is a fair point. I think it's literally 40 minutes before you see a soapbox derby car.
Yeah, it's absolutely wild. My notes are just like every 6 or 7 lines is like, when are they going to start soapbox derby racing? Because
Please let them start soon.
There is a lot going on before
I would love to see some kind of car go down a hill.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sweet right now.
If you thought junior drag racing involved very little input from the racer, wait till you get a load of soapbox derby racing, folks.
Just let gravity take the wheel.
Yeah. Let the Christian God take the wheel. Okay,
so we open on a young boy called Seth. He's out in his yard in a typical suburban home, and he's winning at basketball. He's played by Patrick Levis.
Yeah.
You can usually see him in a basketball context being pushed over by a tulpa in the Disney Channel original TV show So Weird.
This is a good point to mention that if you sign up to Mom Can't Cook Extra Helpings, our Patreon, at patreon.com/extra helpings, you can hear us talk all about Patrick Levis at length, because we are reviewing the Disney Channel original TV series So Weird, in which he stars.
At great length. But here he's playing Seth, Justin Yoder's brother, his big brother.
So he scores a basket. We pan inside the house. Trophies line the walls. This is one athletic kid. Frankie Muniz here playing Justin Yoder. He peers out of the window at this street court domination like a Victorian ghost.
He says that he shouldn't complain, and he introduces us in voiceover to his family, starting with the dad. Dad is the greatest, he says, though he's always busy working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
The film is going to present no evidence that Dad is indeed the greatest.
No. Quite a lot of evidence to the contrary, in fact.
He almost gets his son killed on several occasions.
Yeah, and neglects his other one.
Yeah. We're introduced to the mom, who is busy on the phone. She's like a mother grizzly, says Justin.
Yeah.
She's on the phone, we infer, advocating on behalf of her son who has a disability.
Yes.
That he not be excluded from something to do with school, I think.
There's
it's
a
not
typo
important, but
in,
she's hustling for him.
There's a typo in my notes here. It says, she's like a mother grizzly. She'll maul any man who messes with her cubes.
Don't you touch my cube.
I think that's supposed to be cubs, of course, but now I have an image of her with, like, the cosmic cube.
Precious cubes.
Don't you come anywhere near these cubes. They're of immeasurable power.
So while Mum's on the phone, the dad runs up and grabs her lustily from behind.
Starts making out with her. The parents are, like, weirdly horny all the time in this film.
Yeah, really horny.
Super horny for each other. Like, super trying to do it all the time.
Yeah, it's like a kind of running theme that they're always trying to find an opportunity to...
So...
Which is...
Yeah.
Well...
Do you think the real Justin Yoder was watching this film and being like, whoa, Beeman, what's all this stuff about my parents f***ing?
No, I think he was like, Beeman, it's exactly true to life, but for one detail.
My parents need to be doing it all the time.
If you want this thing to ring with authenticity.
I liked the...
Let me tell you something about my mum and dad.
I liked the assembly cut, Beeman, but I do have one note. That's... They should be pouring at each other at all times.
At all times.
Just real hot and heavy.
Yeah, and when they're not pouring at each other, off screen, other people should be implying that they're pouring at each other.
Other people should be finding sex toys and lube all over the house.
Oh, Andy, that's a funny joke. I assume.
I wish it were.
Surely it's just a funny joke.
Just a funny product of your wild imagination.
So Justin continues, he says, I live in a good neighbourhood with friendly neighbours with one major exception, Old Man Vic. He lives all alone.
This is unfortunately presented because
yes,
everyone in this neighbourhood is white, including Frankie Muniz's family, and he's like, we live in a great town with friendly neighbours, except for one. And then we see the only black man in town.
The only black guy who lives in drives past. And everyone's like, whoa, Old Man Vic.
Uh-oh, we all think, looking at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, no, you're right.
I think, so the implication is that he's just a mean old guy. It's just presented poorly. But the basketball bounces into his truck and he says, you hooligans are going to get somebody killed. And apparently he lives alone. He hates kids. He's a local kind of boogeyman figure.
Local oddball.
Yeah.
So we find out Seth comes inside. He's good at worrying, Justin tells us still in voiceover. And right now he's worrying about a funeral the family is heading off to. Mm-hmm. It's the funeral of the great uncle. It doesn't matter too much. It doesn't turn out to be so important. But I guess it's important carried to work to show you that Seth is generally
anxious.
Anxious. He's anxious, despite being a extremely accomplished and athletic jock.
Yeah. This is me, Justin, says Justin. If Seth is perfect, then I'm special, which is my all-time least favourite word. It's how people say they don't expect much from a kid in a wheelchair.
Yep. Now, so far, this is a pretty typical DCOM opening.
Yes.
We've got a suburban house.
We've got narration.
We're introduced in quick succession via teen narration to the whole family. The next thing that happens here is that we see Justin shout, God, are you listening? And then in a puff of smoke, he is transported to a meeting with God.
He sort of rolls through some smoke into like a heavenly garage.
Yeah.
And in the language of cinema is telling us that Justin has just passed away.
Yeah, definitely. So he meets God. God is fixing up a NASCAR car in an empty stadium.
Yeah, he's wearing a T-shirt that says God on the back.
Yeah, he's wearing like a sort of tight white muscle tee that shows off his broad shoulders and rippling abs. Mm-hmm. And it says God on the back. He has sideburns, big muscles, and he turns around with a mean glare. He's not happy to see Justin.
Yes. Well, God says, who's there? Justin says, I thought you knew everything. And then thunder rolls and God says, I don't like being tested. So already our hero is in an argument with the Christian God.
And God's not being very nice.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I think when you made me, you messed up.
I don't make mistakes.
Well, somebody sure did. I mean, look at me.
You look fine.
Fine? I'm 12 years old and already had 24 major surgeries. My legs are linguini. I have more stitches in my head than a baseball.
So what do you want me to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Fix me!
Yeah, so Justin says to God,
Yeah.
did anyone ever tell you look like the famous race car driver Bobby Wade? And God says, yeah, I get that a lot. Now, this, to me, is really confusing because the film is presenting this character like Bobby Wade is a real race car driver.
Yeah, I spent some time trying to find the real Bobby Wade online.
Yeah, like it's a Bobby Flay style cameo, like in Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. It's not. They've invented a fake race car driver.
Yeah.
But they present him in a way like it's a cameo. I found it quite confusing. Just cast an actual race car driver.
Well, they probably couldn't find any NASCAR drivers sexy enough to play God, which is not a sentence I expected to ever say.
And yet
here we are.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so before God can grant any miracles to Justin, he's dragged back to reality because his mum has come to get him from his room for the funeral.
Yeah.
We cut to the funeral. Maynard Yoder
yes.
is the deceased. Great Uncle Maynard's list
Successful
of achievements.
farmer,
Yeah.
Jedi Knight,
Yeah. Order 66.
survivor.
So yeah, his list of achievements is extremely long. The preacher is sort of reeling them off.
Yeah.
Justin is impressed by how sad everyone here is and imagines what they would say if this was his funeral. And oh dear, in this vision, the preacher doesn't have much to say at all.
Yeah, the organ music turns sinister. Frankie Muniz's face replaces Uncle Maynard on the photo, and the priest begins a Justin eulogy. All he can manage is that he was 12 and attended Heritage Middle School. The congregation are all fidgeting and visibly bored.
Yeah.
By this funeral.
And then Justin climbs out of his own coffin in his mind and says to the preacher, oh, come on, there must be something you can say. Then the preacher remembers, oh, yeah, he had a wheelchair.
Yeah,
And
the
everyone in
wheelchair
crowd
rises
goes,
up on a sort of like rising plinth. A hallelujah chorus plays. Everyone is loving the description of this great wheelchair. They all kind of gasp and climax.
Anodized push rims and a turning radius you wouldn't believe, the preacher describes. Hey, what about me? Yells Justin. And it turns out he yelled that out loud, IRL.
In real life, in the middle of a funeral.
Yeah. If you struggle to understand what we just described, I can't help you.
Yeah.
Because this I know that it's our job to make it clear, but this movie has a loose grip on reality and will sort of fade in and out of Justin's imagination on a whim.
Yes, but it's a lot better than the way it's done in Quince, because Justin doesn't then turn to the camera and go, that didn't happen, you f***ing clowns. Why would you believe that? Just because I told you, I hate you. You're an idiot. You're a
climbed out of my coffin.
Idiot.
Idiots.
Why don't you think for once, you clown? No, he just sort of presents it as his own self-deprecating imagination.
Yeah,
which
and
is
it's quite charming.
And pleasant.
Also, it moves the story along because we get what we need to from this little imagination scene, which is that Justin wishes that he
had some accomplishments.
Yeah. So the next day, Seth has got a big soccer game, but Dad is not coming to it. He has to work.
He has to paint a house.
So he can't come. Thanks a lot, doofus, Seth says to Justin. And Justin is not sure why.
We cut to the football game. Seth kicks a big goal, and we see Justin on the sidelines. He says, if you can't play, the next best thing is being the star's brother. The best part is whenever he wins, he takes me for a victory lap around the pitch.
Yep.
But wait. A girl runs up.
Uh-oh.
In your dreams, sweetheart, thinks Justin, no woman ever comes between the beastly rituals of the Yoderman.
The Yoderman.
Yoderman.
So,
but come between them she has.
Yeah, come between them she has. There is no victory lap because Seth is distracted with a bit of flirting. What about me? Justin yells loudly, IRL, once more.
Yeah.
We see Seth win the year's MVP award. Later that night, Justin is awake.
In this scene, sorry, I just have to
go on.
point out that in this scene, it is absolutely pissing it down.
Oh, yeah. Of course,
it is raining so hard in this film that like obviously it's not a rain machine or anything. This is just like they were filming it and it was pissing it down. Like any other production would have been like, well, we're not shooting in this, obviously.
As we heard from the little bits of interview that we read out in the last episode, if it's raining, we shoot.
This is obviously one of those scenes, yeah.
Definitely, yeah. So everyone is just wet and unhappy.
It's like, it just looks miserable. It's driving sideways rain, and they're all trying to be like, yay, I won the trophy.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I think it is genuinely a point in DCOM's and TV movies' favour that It's the only corner of cinema where weather is presented in a completely realistic and authentic way.
Yeah, just ruining someone's football game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because, if with a slightly higher budget, you control what the weather will be in that scene. Yeah. Here, they cannot. And
they can't just put up a tarp or something.
Yeah, exactly. We can't control the weather.
But yeah.
So that's something that, in Dune Part 2, it's never raining on Arrakis. There's not a scene where it's just pissing it down, and they all have to pretend that it isn't.
Yeah. Just do the scene as written. But
time to urinate in my still suit to preserve all the water I can.
They put a tarp up over when they were filming.
Yeah, you can hear it loudly, sort of
flapping around.
The tarp. Yeah.
Well, that's where all the budget went.
What's that sound? An ornithopter, probably.
It's a sandworm. They sound like a tarp. But yeah, I just, listener, I just want to point out that I cannot stress enough just how hard it is raining in this scene. Yeah. Everyone looks miserable.
It's grim. So later that night, Justin is lying awake. He regards Seth's side of the room. It's festooned with trophies while his is bare. Mm-hmm. When you've spent half your life in hospitals, he thinks you get used to the idea of death. Life, I'm still working on. He wants to know how it feels to be the guy who gets the trophy. Yeah,
his shelf is pathetically empty. There's a microscope and I think a glass dolphin on it.
A microscope, for shame. Glass dolphin, though.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'd take a glass dolphin.
Yeah. So his new focus in life. We cut to breakfast, and he's explaining that his new focus in life is winning a trophy of some kind. There are two problems with this. Of any
kind, really.
Any kind of trophy. Two problems with this. One, will he perish and expire before he can win a trophy?
Yes.
And then he explains his medical problems. So he explains he's hydrocephalic, so he could die at any moment. He touches his head, says he has a bit of a headache, and everyone in his family just loses their mind.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if this was in his imagination, but I don't think it's supposed to be.
No, I think it's real.
It's like a comedy bit, if you can do a comedy bit about someone's shunt malfunctioning.
I'm laughing already.
Yeah, exactly. I'm busted up.
Busting a gut.
Yeah, so
malfunctioning shunt.
He says he has a headache, and the whole family panics.
Yeah,
and start getting suitcases and rushing him to the hospital, and then he's like, "No, it's just a regular headache."
Yeah,
and the family's like, "Woo!"
All right, thanks for the false alarm, dickhead.
Yeah. So outside, in the middle of the street, Justin, Seth, and some other kids are strolling along. The other kids are Brad and Cindy.
They're having a conversation about how if you're in a crashing elevator, all you have to do is put Michael Eisner between you and the floor, and he'll absorb the impact.
They're talking about how you can survive a falling elevator by jumping right at the last second.
Yes.
But this is evidence where it needed that Eisner is commissioning these things from within a falling elevator. I'm going to need a scene in this one where they talk about how to survive this.
Yes, quick, I need the writers to research it and get me the pages in the next 8 seconds.
No time for the pages, just hear it.
Jump. Yep, all right, I'm doing it.
Oh.
Well, he probably hung up after a successful survival of a falling elevator.
Yeah, he probably survived it. Did a little forward roll like Willy Wonka coming out of his factory and said, well, there's no need to continue this phone call.
Hung it up. Good news all round. So, the second problem with winning a trophy is now presented to us. What trophy? What can he do? What can he do it for? What can he get a trophy for?
What sport can Justin possibly compete in with his condition? He imagines baseball, and a long imaginary scene of him playing baseball plays out, and he concludes that it's not going to work. Unfortunately, though, this movie feels like that's not enough runtime. Yeah. So for the next 15 minutes, he's going to try and compete in baseball.
Yes.
So
he get a Little League registration form lands in his lap after a paperboy throws a paper at a tree and it explodes.
Meanwhile, the gang have sort of approached Old Man Vic's house. What's up with your neighbour? Asks Cindy. Seth says Old Man Vic lives there. He kidnaps kids and chops them up in his shed.
His friend says, I heard he robs graves and keeps the coffins in there.
There are never any lights on in there, says Seth.
That's interesting.
That is mysterious.
That is mysterious. I wonder how they'll explain that.
I mean, I'm looking forward to finding out why Old Man Vic never has any lights on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he doesn't kidnap kids and he doesn't rob graves, but not having your lights on, that is suspicious. Yeah. But I assume we'll come to see a different side of this Vic and we'll learn that there's some reason why he keeps his lights off.
Yeah, probably in a scene where we see the inside of his house.
Yeah. Or they will just never explain that and we'll never see the inside of his house. It'll be one of those two things.
Yeah. So Justin tells the gang that he wants to try out for baseball. His big brother Seth is not convinced. He says, look, baseball, the kind that you're talking about, is out for blood, super competitive stuff. He advises hardball. He says, look, if you want to go for it, I support you, but I advise you wait until mum and dad are real relaxed before asking them.
You've got to play your cards just right. Just follow my cues.
Follow my cue. And we cut to dinner time. Seth is saying grace. He says, let all the hungry people in the world know how fortunate they are not to eat the slop that we're having for supper.
Yeah, his grace is a brutal slam on his mum's cooking. So we do have a mum that can't cook.
Because this mum can't cook.
Tick it off your bingo cards, folks.
And do you know why mum can't cook? Because she had 3 houses to show this afternoon. Minestrone soup is all she could pick up from the quick and go.
Working woman. She deserves to be drowned by a big pterodactyl in Jurassic World.
Her sad family prod miserably at the soup.
Yeah.
Except Justin, who asks for seconds and chokes them down with a rictus grin.
Good, he says. Mum is pleased. He's just sucking up because he wants to play Summer League baseball, says Seth, effortlessly putting his well-oiled plan into action.
It's like, just follow my cue. Don't listen to Justin, that little prick. He's just sucking up to you because he wants to play Summer League baseball. Terrible idea.
Tips over Justin's wheelchair.
So, Mum and Dad consider this, and they don't seem keen. Then Justin goes for an emotional appeal, playing on his mum's protective instincts. He says just because he's in a wheelchair doesn't mean he shouldn't be able to play.
Yeah.
He's sort of doing the Puss in Boots, like, big eyes thing to try and get his way.
And obviously she wants to protect her cubes, so she's...
Yeah, exactly, yes. Someone's threatening mum's cubes.
What's this about my cube?
You have 1 hour to collect your cube.
We have another fantasy sequence here. We cut to the Yoder... Sorry. The Yoder court.
In trouble you are.
They have the Yoder family courthouse.
There he was.
So Seth is the judge. It's an actual courthouse. Seth is a judge in a wig and a gown. Dad is the prosecutor, and Mum is the defense attorney. They present their arguments. Dad says it's not possible for him to play baseball. Mum says, objection, he did great in Pee Wee.
Seth, the judge, yells, Junior League is different, Mom.
Yeah.
Dad argues that baseball from a wheelchair simply isn't possible.
Yeah, he says that Mum's ignorance of the rules is legendary. And she says it's to do with what's right and wrong. Baseball's a game. It's about having fun. If my son wants to play, then I say that's his right. She thinks that Jackie Robinson was a woman in a wheelchair. Seth winces at this ignorance.
Yeah, but the gavel comes down, which is the sort of imagination theatre way of us finding out that Mum has decided he is allowed to try out for baseball.
Yeah, so we cut to the car driving to baseball. Mum and Justin are singing that baseball song, Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Justin is drinking a big blue slushie in the backseat.
Yeah.
They get there. They go up to the coach. No, absolutely not, says the coach. The insurance companies already give us grief. If something happened, we might have to shut down the whole league. It wouldn't be fair to the other kids. Mom is rightly incensed by this. Fair, she says. Yeah, you want to talk to me about fair? Coach is like, well, okay, look, how is he going to play, though?
She says, if Justin can't play, neither can Seth. How's that for fair?
Yeah, Seth wins.
And the coach says, be reasonable. We already have a league for special children. And she says, Justin, tell the coach about how you hit a home run in Pee Wee League. Sure, says Justin, who rolls his wheelchair up to the coach and then projectile vomits blue slushy directly into his face like Regan from The Exorcist.
It looks extremely deliberate.
Right into his open mouth and eyes.
It's the fact that he inches really close up to him.
Rolls right up to him.
I'll tell him. Here's how it happens.
It's something out of a Sam Raimi film. It's like Drag Me to Hell, where she's pinning the woman to the floor and just vomiting blood into her face.
It's the Team America alley vomiting sort of thing. But
exactly so.
Like a sort of blue slushy fire hose. Yeah, needless to say, this ends the tryout.
The coach is like, wow, that's the best projectile vomiting I've ever seen. You've made the team, son.
You've really got something there.
You showed me something today.
There's nothing in the rule book that says you can't projectile vomit instead of using a bat or a catcher's mitt.
Hey, I've got it here, and he's right.
When the ball comes at you, just projectile vomit at it so hard that it
goes back to the catcher.
Yeah, fired into the stands. Or if you're trying to catch it, just vomit at it up in the air like one of those fish that shoots water at flies. Yeah, sort of nails them out the air. And
it becomes at the centre of a sort of ball of icy, slushy vomit.
Yeah.
Which increases its weight and brings it crashing back down to earth where you can catch it.
Exactly. But the judge, too small-minded to consider these points, is not impressed.
No.
So, en route home, Seth is angry. He's really angry. He's in the front seat with Mum, and he's saying, look, Mum, Justin isn't a typical. If he's not peeing in his pants, he's puking all over things. And we get the impression that Seth, the loving big brother, is essentially losing patience with his little brother.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not dead. I can hear you.
So Justin can't always control his bladder or his gag reflexes. I mean, what does it take? A few minor adjustments.
Yeah. Like Dad missing my games to pay off all the medical bills Justin racks up.
Seth, that's enough.
I'm tired of adjusting. I don't want Justin to any more of my games. If he has the right to be typical, then I have the right to be typical.
Now, at this point, I've written in my notes, where is the soapbox?
But that's early to be wondering where the soapbox is.
Settle in, folks. We're at the 19-minute mark, and we've got another roughly 19 minutes to go before you will see one.
We'll even see one. And then it's going to be a long old road to him getting in one.
Yeah, oh yeah, you better believe it. No, instead, it's time for another chat with the Christian God.
Christian God, Bobby Wade, the race car driver who is fictional.
This time, the conversation takes place while gunning it round an oval in a NASCAR race. So Justin is asking God for some inspiration, essentially, having been knocked back in his plan to get a baseball trophy.
Yeah.
God says, keep your chin up, get back in the game, never say die, pushing the revs ever higher.
Yeah, Justin is like, that's just a load of like meaningless platitudes. Haven't you got anything real for me? And then God says, well, the truth is you're just not cut out for baseball. And he's like, oh, well, you didn't have to keep it real, God.
Yeah.
Damn.
And God's like, your ship will come in. Success could be just around the corner. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Justin sits bolt upright in bed and screams the word chess. That's what he got from that conversation.
That's what he got from a conversation with God in a NASCAR race, refusing to encourage him.
Yeah. It's like, chess!
I like the way that in this scene, God's like, I'm not going to make it easy for you, Justin.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. All of this that you're going through was my idea.
Just pleases me to dangle you like a puppet on a string.
It's just
dance for me, Justin.
These conversations are very, very odd.
Yeah. God seems quite capricious in this reading of the text.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as spiteful, but like he's a bit Old Testament.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just, in the body of a sexy NASCAR driver.
So why did you make me this way, God? And he's like, I don't know. It's will be funny.
that is basically it. There's going to be a conversation later that's more or less it. So, he startles awake and shouts chess. This is weird because last time we saw Justin, he was in the back of the car. So it's almost as if he fell asleep in the car, mumbling about God and had to be transferred into bed.
I think he passed away for a short while. And then was revived in bed.
Revived in bed, yeah. Sidebar here. Frankie Muniz in real life races in a NASCAR feeder series.
Do you think this movie was what ignited that passion?
I think this movie could have been instrumental to his love of IRL motor racing.
Yeah, or the fact that he made $30 million before he was 20 and never has to work again. Might have something to do with it.
You know what? Now that I think about it, had I made $20 million before I was 30, Perhaps I would be a NASCAR driver. Could be fun. Probably it's fun.
Well, you got to fill the days somehow, haven't you?
Yeah, that's a good... Yeah, may as well dice with death in the oval.
I heard he ran an olive oil shop. Is he still doing that?
That doesn't sound as exciting as NASCAR.
You can do both. You're not NASCARing 24 hours a day.
Yeah, it's I suppose you'd be like, I want to do NASCAR, but I want to work up to it. Yeah. I'm not sure where I'm going to go after NASCAR, so we'll start with an olive oil shop and get progressively more daredevil.
I'll sell 1 bottle of olive oil a day.
Yeah.
And then 2 bottles of olive oil the next day.
Yeah.
And then in a year's time, I'll be selling 365 bottles of olive oil a day.
He's like, this is tedious. I think I'll just buy all my own olive oil with my $30 million. And hey, here's plenty of money left for a NASCAR car.
Because that is essentially limitless wealth.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 days later, Justin has been practicing chess. There is a tournament in the park with a huge trophy up
the winner
for grabs.
gets a trophy twice the size of Seth's trophy.
Yeah.
Even though Seth has 1 million trophies.
Yeah, so
I know I win.
Seth is still winning.
Yes, but he says, I know I'll win. I guarantee it. So Dad takes Seth somewhere. Mum is taking Justin to the tournament. Justin asks where Seth is going. To the doctor, says Mum. But I thought he went last week, says Justin. It's a weekly appointment kind of thing, says Mum ominously.
Yeah, and evasively. We cut to the chess tournament. Justin heads up to the desk at the front, and the woman who's running it says, well, we have 2 flights, ages 7 to 11 and ages 12 to 15. Justin is 12, but this woman estimates his age at 10. Sure thing, thinks Justin, if it helps me win a trophy.
Yep. Sure thing, cheats Justin.
Yeah, so here he is, rocking up to cheat at a chess tournament.
Yeah.
And thrash some 7-year-olds.
Well, we smash cut to him being demolished by a chess child.
Yeah, he's cut to him playing against a 7-year-old and losing badly.
Yeah, so he's just lost to a
Checkmate,
chess...
says the 7-year-old. Justin leaves feeling stupid.
He's lost to a chess baby. And now he's lied to Seth about winning a trophy because he said he definitely would. But an idea starts to form in his head. He sees a big trophy as he walks out and he says to the man, hey, nice trophy, what's it for? And the guy says, it goes to the winner of our annual car show. And at this point, I thought maybe Justin was going to claim to be a car or something. Because how is he going to win a car show?
I thought at this point maybe this trophy would turn out to be for Soapbox Derby. But
that
no.
sure would be a more efficient way of getting to the point.
But no, we have to get to Soapbox Derby via a vintage car show. So stay with us, folks. Yeah. Justin surveys the car show. Old Man Vic is here, stood by a red car. Is that car going to win? Asked Justin. Not likely, says the avuncular gentleman near the trophy. That's Vic's Corvette. He leans in close to Justin and whispers conspiratorially, it's the best car here, but people pay to vote for the best car, $1 a vote, and Vic isn't exactly charming the crowd. Yeah. And then we see Vic grunting and shoving his ballot box towards passers-by, and then
a couple of cute children come near his car and he savagely thrashes them away.
Yeah, he just sort of bellows incoherently at them like
Yeah, and Justin is like, okay, but I know who could be charming, a kid in a wheelchair. He rolls on over to Vic and he lays out this plan.
Hello, neighbor.
What do you want?
To roll away screaming. To help you win a trophy. Thank you.
Good luck, kid.
Thanks.
Here you go, son.
Thanks for your vote.
All right, what's in it for you?
Your trophy.
That is outrageous. Go away, I don't need your help.
Fine, suit yourself. 3, 2, 1. He's mine.
So Old Man Vic relents.
Yep, and people are instantly giving loads of money to Frankie Muniz. He's extolling the virtues of the car.
Yeah.
Dr. Kwan, his physician, sees him. She walks up, says hi. He says, how's Seth? And she says, I don't know. And he's like, well, didn't he just have an appointment with you? No, not with me, she says. And then she donates and says, nice car. So something mysterious is going on with Seth's medical situation.
She says nice car to Old Man Vic in a pretty flirty way.
And Old Man Vic is like, hey, having this disabled kid around could work out pretty well for Old Man Vic.
Really catching Old Man Vic a lot of tail.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the trophy is won. But the trophy won't be mailed to Old Man Vic for about a week. Old Man Vic promises that Justin can have it when it arrives. He's loading his fancy Corvette onto the back of a truck.
Yeah.
You simply can't drive it home, he explains.
Yeah, Justin asks him why, if his car is so great, he doesn't drive it. And he lays it on the line for Justin. Potholes, bugs that eat paint, fool drivers on car phones. There's simply no way he would ever drive it.
No way at all. So we cut to Justin's back at home. He's observing Old Man Vic out of the window with binoculars like the movie Rear Window.
Exactly like the movie Rear Window, yes.
He's crossing off the days with no trophy in the mail.
Yeah.
He's becoming weird and unwholesome up there.
Yeah.
Sort of observing Old Man Vic's house.
He sees Seth leaving for another doctor's appointment. This calls for a little detective work, he says. He goes through Seth's things, doesn't find anything, goes through his parents' bedside table, cabinet, finds some erotic strawberry massage oil. But then
strawberry-scented massage oil.
But then he does find a diary.
The bottle of massage oil is full. So either the parents bought it and have never used it, or they use this stuff so much.
Or, they just ran out last night
Yeah.
And they're about to crack into a new bottle.
This morning, Dad popped down to his guy who refills this thing because he can't be paying store prices for a fresh bottle every time. There's the environment to consider.
Yeah.
The rate he's going through these bottles.
The amount he's massaging his wife.
The amount of strawberry-scented massage oil going into his wife's skin. This is so weird because obviously when we see the strawberry-scented massage oil, watching as an adult, we see it as code for, like, I don't know, it's like the closest the Disney Channel can get to you finding...
an enormous bottle of lube.
Yeah, or like a set of whips and handcuffs and stuff.
Some sex toys.
Yeah, but we can't have that. So it's just this, like... The bottle is decorated like a kid's, like, bubble...
Yeah, like bubble bath.
Bubble mix.
Yeah.
It's
It's such an odd thing to include in your children's movie.
Very odd.
Like, it's not, like, plot important. There is a callback to it later.
Yeah?
But it's like, why include this? I mean, the parents are already, like, going out at hammer and tongs all the time. We get it.
Well, not as much as the dad would like. We can talk about this later. I think the dad is... frustrated.
I feel like it's got to have been a note from Justin Yoder.
I think, it's got to have been. Got to have been.
My parents need to be hornier and doing it all the time.
Yeah, I've been like, I was trying to figure out as I was watching, are the parents doing it all the time, or did they used to be doing it all the time?
So you think this is expired strawberry massage oil?
Well, I don't know that stuff goes off. The amount of sugar they put in it, but maybe the parents aren't doing it very much, and this was a sort of half-hearted attempt to spice things up, and they've not even ever opened it or got round to looking at it, and it just sort of sits there in the drawer, and they're both vaguely embarrassed at its existence.
Okay,
we don't know because the parents are going to talk horny a lot, but sometimes they're like horny but can't have sex.
Yeah, and you're right. The film never actually shows them doing it.
No, but I wouldn't expect it to be. You're right. Old Man Beeman left it ambiguous by never actually showing.
Included 3 or 4 graphic sex scenes,
gratuitous sex acts. The movie came in at 1 hour 50. And I was just like, I know how we can get this down to 90 minutes.
I'm afraid this film has been rated NC-17, Michael, because of the graphic sex scenes between Justin Yoder's parents that he insisted we put in the movie. All right. We can't show it on television.
So Justin finds a diary.
Yes.
And he phones a doctor's office that has an appointment listed in the diary. What kind of doctor are you? He asks over the phone. And we don't hear the answer from the other end of the line, but Justin goes, really? And in voiceover, he says, looks like my perfect big shot brother isn't so perfect after all.
So he has some sort of compromat on Seth. We cut to him being examined by the doctor from earlier. She's querying his drainage. He explains that in the past week he's bathed 3 times and had 1 bowel blunder, which is normal.
Pretty typical for him. He
regular
says,
stuff.
My eyes are scanning the doctor's room to see if she happens to have a soapbox derby racer in there or something, or a poster on the wall. But... a
trophy, or, that he could remark upon, and then he could be set on the path to soapbox derby racing.
Oh, no. There's not a single soapbox inciting incident in this room. Cut back to the house.
An injured child is led in with soapbox derby injuries.
Oh, man.
How did he get those?
There's just so many ways you could elegantly introduce soapbox derby to your movie.
Yeah, a cute girl rolls past in a soapbox derby racer outside.
Yeah. Someone does skywriting that says try soapbox derby.
Yep. 3-time soapbox derby champion Ronnie Beck is admitted with...
It's admitted with life-changing injuries.
He needs someone to take over from him.
So back to the house. Seth is playing basketball outside. Old Man Vic pulls up in his car. He says, I'm looking for your brother. And then he prepares to hand over a cardboard box to Seth. But then instead he goes, I don't know why exactly. And then he drives away.
He's had a bowel blunder, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Justin arrives home with groceries. What did Old Man Vic want? And then Seth tells him he had a box. Justin tears ass
a box
over to Old Man Vic's. This is the point in my notes where I say, when are they going to get to race soapbox derbies?
Not yet.
Not for a while. He arrives
Not
at
for
the
a while.
house. He shouts for Vic. There's no answer. He throws rocks at his door. There's no answer.
So Old Man Vic's driveway has steps, so it's not wheelchair accessible. So Justin just starts picking rocks off the ground and hurling them at Vic's house.
He wants this trophy bad.
But, like, he's not going to give it to him if he throws rocks at his house. We're like, well, you threw a load of rocks through my windows, but deal's a deal. Have a trophy.
Here's a trophy. Best rock throwing. So he goes up the side of the house. There's a garage. He thinks maybe he's in there. He rolls up. The Corvette is parked there. It's a real beauty.
Yeah.
He also has a Bobby Wade poster on the wall, so he can't be all that bad, thinks Justin.
Yeah.
He sees a box from Superior Metal Products on a high shelf. Yes, thinks Justin. Trophies are made of metal.
He exclaims in excitement and grabs a broom to poke the box down with, but clumsily he knocks the whole shelf over onto the Corvette and also knocks over a lever that springs up the front of the Corvette and fires it backwards into a big pile of scrap metal outside.
Yeah. Why do you have that lever?
Old Man Vic has a lever that at any time you can pull it and fire his prize Corvette
Into
into a load of
garbage.
scrap iron.
Yeah. I leave it there as a reminder of what could be.
That's just reminded me that in the remake of Karate Kid,
Yes.
you know, Jackie Chan
with Jackie
is...
Chan, yeah.
Yeah, with Jackie Chan. I get spoilers for that. I don't imagine anyone could possibly care.
Yeah.
But there's a plot point in that Jackie Chan's wife was killed, I think in a car accident. And so what he spends his days doing is repairing the car, and then when it's fully fixed up, he smashes it to pieces.
Yeah, in revenge.
And then when it's all smashed to pieces, he starts putting it back together again. And he's just doing that on a loop, and that's what his life is.
Yeah.
Until young Jaden Smith
Teaches
enters
him
his
the
life
meaning of
and
karate.
teaches him the true meaning of martial arts.
So you think that's what's going on here?
Yeah, I think maybe he builds this Corvette, then pulls the lever, smashing it into a load of scrap iron.
And then spends the next year like a modern day Sisyphus.
Exactly. So when the Corvette hits the scrap iron, another weird courtroom fantasy plays out again. But I think we can probably skip over it because the only important point is that at the end of it, we find out that Justin has been punished for doing this, and his punishment is working for Vic and, like, you know, go over there and help him out around the house and stuff.
So he goes round to Vic's. Vic is like, yes, you're going to be cleaning up for me. You're on trash cleanup duty. Then you're going to fix the border on the garage and cut all the hedges. I think, like, if I owned a nice car.
Yeah.
And a 12-year-old boy in a wheelchair accidentally knocked a shelf over onto it, and his parents say he's going to work hard time for you, I'd be like, it's fine.
It's fine. It's okay.
Honestly fine.
It's honestly fine. I mean,
they say he's caused a couple of $100 worth of damage. I'm like,
what? I missed that line. A couple of $100. Jeez.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, just pay them.
Just give him $200.
I'm not trying to give this kid an easy out or anything, like, just because he's in a wheelchair, but I mean...
Yeah, but he's, like, dragging sacks of bricks across this guy's garden in a wheelchair.
I respect that the parents are, trying to teach the lesson and that, but a couple of $100?
Yeah, a couple of hundo.
Come on. I mean, it was an accident. If he'd done it out of spite or something, or, like... He was just trying to get his trophy.
Yeah. So he's got to fix the fence. He's got to take the garbage out. He sees a shed on the property, and he says to Old Man Vic, "What's in that shed?" And Old Man Vic says, "That's privacy," which I don't think is the correct word in this context.
Yes, but that's what he says. You keep out. Now, if I was in Old Man Vic's garden, and Old Man Vic, who I'm afraid of, and I've heard lots of rumours about, had a shed... And he was like, under no circumstances, look at what's inside that shed.
Yep.
I wouldn't look in the shed.
No.
I would
mean,
paint his fence and leave.
Yeah, you would see something life-changing.
Well, he does see something life-changing.
Yeah, but in a bad way. And then he would kill you.
Yes.
So back at home, Mum and Dad are discussing Justin's crimes. Dad gets all horny and starts trying to make love on his wife. But
So, Dad asks... Dad and Mum are alone in the house because Justin is out sort of fixing up Old Man Vic's. So he asks her if they can have sex, but she's busy with work, so they can't. And we see brief shots.
What a superwoman spits, Dad.
Yeah, we see a brief shot of Walt Disney sitting in his office staring into the camera and shaking his head sadly. Whatever happened to the American family, his look seems to say.
This dad is just trying to...
This poor unsexed man.
This poor, hard-working American is just trying to make love on his wife.
But no.
And yeah, she's got to go out and work.
But the Democrats don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The loony libs.
So anyway, back at Vic's, Dad has finished his chores. Sorry, not Dad. Dad didn't get to his chores.
Yeah. So
Dad's finished his chores, if you know what I mean.
Dad really tries. She's like, maybe I'm pushing him too hard, and then he gets all horny again, and she's like, I've got to go. So he tries twice in this scene.
Yeah, he's like.
Yeah.
So back at Old Man Vic's, Justin has finished all of his chores, and it is now dark.
Mm-hmm.
Later, at his home in bed.
Soapbox Derby? No.
Anyone? No. Well, obviously, we as the audience know that in that shed is a Soapbox Derby racer.
Yeah. So he's like, "Shall I go and clean out that shed?" And he's like, "Under no circumstances will you go near that shed."
Yeah. So agonisingly, Justin then moves away from the geographic location of the shed.
Where the inciting plot incident of this film that I remind you has been going for 40 minutes
will surely happen. And instead he goes home to bed and has a conversation. He asks his brother, what do you think is in that shed? I think it's got a Soapbox Derby racer in it, Justin.
Go in the shed.
Go in the shed and look at it and start the f***ing film.
Yeah. He's like, oh, okay, well, let me just go and talk to the Christian God again real quick.
No!
So he rolls into the Christian God and he's like, hey, why don't you do something about war?
So God is in a bad mood. God is in a bad mood and he doesn't want to hear from Justin.
Yeah.
He says, you try listening to some poor creature complain about his hangnail. He says, of Justin, who has spina bifida and hydrocephalus. You try listening to some poor creature complain about his hangnail while the world is run amok with war, famine, and injustice.
He's had 24 surgeries before the age of 12.
Yeah.
This boy.
Then Justin says to God, maybe you should do something about those things too.
Yeah.
Which is so good. God rounds on him furiously and we hear a clap of
eyes
thunder.
flashing.
God says nothing, but his face says, I won't be stopping war.
Yeah. Hunky rockabilly God rounds on him and says, no, war will be continuing. Thank you very much, Justin.
War, pestilence, and famine and injustice will not be stopping on my account.
God says, in my line of work, you got to burn one every once in a while. And then he sets fire to a marshmallow that he's eating.
I think that's a distressing thing to have God say in your kids' movie.
I think so. Yeah, I think if you were sort of at the age when you're just sort of forming your opinion and your image of the Christian God in your mind.
Yeah, and then you see the Christian God in this Disney Channel movie burn a marshmallow and then say, in my line of work, i.e. being God, you got to burn one once every one in a while.
You've got...
What does he mean? Does he mean occasionally you have to, like, burn a country?
Burn a person?
With a fire?
Alive?
Burn a person?
I should also point out, like we haven't really described the Christian God in this film. He's, I mean, like you said, he's a hunky NASCAR driver, but he's in a kind of seedy way. He's got like really sculpted sideburns that kind of like jut across his cheekbones.
Oh, I love those kinds of sideburns.
I know you do, but I think he looks... I think
he said that always like, I know you do, Luke, but
I know you do.
Wrong.
But also, he looks like the kind of guy who like hangs around, the kind of 40-year-old guy who hangs around university campuses trying to get off with 19-year-olds.
Yeah, that's
He's got
fair.
that vibe to him.
Yeah, he does have that vibe. So... yeah, everything about this is odd, and crucially, is not getting us any closer to a Soapbox Derby.
Oh my God,
racer.
when are the Soapbox Derby races coming out? So it's back at Old Man Vic's.
We're going to get there.
Justin is working there. Old Man Vic comes out. He says it's a scorching hot day, so he's bought him the perfect treat for a hot day, a glass of warm milk and some cookies.
So Vic says that he's impressed by Justin. He's a hard worker. He asks about the wheelchair. Justin explains that he has spina bifida and that if the plastic shunt in his brain fails, he could die. Vic is like, doesn't that scare you? Justin quips that life and death are just arbitrary states of being, which Old Man Vic likes, and they appear to be bonding.
They're bonding. He says, I've got some errands to run. Can you handle things by yourself here for a while? Sure, says Justin in a tone of voice that implies he's going straight into that shed.
Yeah, right. Thank God. So he heads on over to the shed. And oh, wow, this is a surprise. It's full of, what's this, Soapbox Derby stuff?
Wow.
37 minutes in, gang.
He opens up the shed. There's trophies galore in here. There's like 1 million trophies. He looks at one. It says Soapbox Derby, first place, Rebecca Sauder.
Yeah.
That's Vic's surname. Vic Sauder is his name.
And there's a photo of Vic and a little girl. The language of cinema is making it very clear to us that Vic's daughter loved Soapbox Derby. It's something they did together, and she has died. My notes say, oh, that's not funny. Good luck, Luke, you podcast idiot. So...
It's quite funny if you imagine she died in a Soapbox Derby racing accident.
Okay. You know what I will say? What? This film takes way too long to make clear that she didn't. Now, Old Man Vic is eventually going to
explain her cause of death. Yeah.
As you would imagine from having seen movies before, Old Man Vic
crusty
near the end,
old misanthropic.
Old Man Vic, he's going to become a part of the family, reveal his heart of gold, and he's going to open up to Justin about his past trauma in a way that he wouldn't have been able to do until the ray of sunshine that is Justin came into his life and gave his existence purpose once more. But that happens with about 10 minutes to go, and every time he mentions his daughter before then, it's in the context of Soapbox Derby, and he doesn't want to talk about it.
So you have to imagine that she went slightly off course, hit a big ramp, and flew off a cliff into the sea or something.
Yes. Now, there's also photos of a woman who we infer to be his partner and the mother to his daughter. We also don't find out where she is or what's happened to her. So my assumption is she's left Old Man Vic because he put their daughter in a metal, like, cigar-shaped
coffin on wheels.
Coffin on wheels and rolled it down a big hill.
No, my assumption was she was waiting for her daughter at the finish line. The daughter raced out of control, scythed the mum's legs out from underneath her and crashed into a wall. And they were both killed.
Some say her ghost is still waiting at the bottom of that hill.
Yep, some say her ghost's legs are still a pair of ghost legs running around the bottom of the hill. So he finds a sheet on the wall. There's a projector set up. He starts it up and a film strip starts playing. The girl is placed in a Soapbox Derby car. It rolls down a hill. It looks quite silly.
Yeah.
As he's watching this, a shadow approaches from behind him. It's Vic. Get out, shouts Old Man Vic. I want you to stay away. I want you off my property now.
It's just like when Beast finds Belle in the West Wing.
Yeah.
He's just like, get out. Off my property. So Justin is chased away. Cut to dinner. The family is struggling to scarf down Mum's inedible food. Dad is there, sexually unsatisfied, his strawberry lube untapped. Justin can't keep it in anymore. He lets his whole family know that he wants to race Soapbox Derby cars.
Yeah.
Well, the genetic code is quite complicated.
I want to race soapbox derbies.
So much for subtlety.
It's the coolest thing in the universe, and it's finally something I can do, no problem. And if you say yes, I promise I'll never ask you for anything ever again.
Sure, why not?
Really? Well, we have to first check it out to make sure it's safe, but...
No family court, no third degree. Parents, just when you think you have them pegged.
You know who isn't pegged?
And you can tell by the lube level. Yeah.
So the parents are like, oh, yeah, you can do Soapbox Derby, and hey, this is good. Vic, Old Man Vic can teach you.
Yeah.
And Justin's like, well, I thought maybe we could do Soapbox Derby as a family, presumably remembering that that's as is tradition. That's generally how it's done, right?
Yeah.
I don't know loads about Soapbox Derby, but you're supposed to do it in the garage with your parents or whatever.
Yeah. No. Vic will take care of it. Anyway, we have to leave the dinner table. And then as they leave, Mum says, you know what I'm in the mood for? Strawberries.
Oh. And then she sachets out and Dad says, perfect. And then... strolls after her.
Again,
why would they keep strawberries in the bedroom? Asks Seth of Justin. You don't want to know, says Justin.
You'll notice that this is more of a theme of this movie than Soapbox Derby racing at this point.
Yeah, so far, you'll notice there has been one scene Well, no, 2 scenes that mention Soapbox Derby, and I think like about 4 or 5 that mention the parent sex life.
Strawberry lube.
Strawberry lube. Imagine. So far, this movie is tied for scenes. We've seen one Strawberry Lube. We've seen one Soapbox Derby car. We've had a scene where Soapbox Derby cars are mentioned. We've had a scene where Strawberry Lube is mentioned. They are tied.
I'm imagining Justin Yoder. He gets invited to the premiere of the movie all about his life. Come along, friends. Come along, Mum and Dad. Sit down and watch the movie about my life. What? Have you seen it yet, Justin? No, this will be the first time for me. As the lights go down, Old Man Beeman looks over at him from the front row and just gives him a big, exaggerated wink. What? As they roll into the scene about his parents doing it all the time with Strawberry Lube. After the screening, the audience is stunned. Justin Yoder is approached by Beeman. So, Justin, what do you think of the movie? You like it? You loved it, right? Good stuff, right? Not really. Not really, Beeman. Where did all that, my parents going out at hammer and tongs with Strawberry Lube all the time come from? Oh, that. You know, I meant to run that by you. It's completely slipped my mind. Yes. I had a note with my assistant, fact check with Justin, are his parents as horny all the time as I've imagined and written in the film? But for me, it was the core of the characters. Yeah, but wires got crossed, I suppose. And but no, I hope you liked it. I thought we'd had some absolute dynamite shots of the races. Just imagining the scene from Saving Mr. Banks with Walt Disney and P.L. Travers after well, the film will have to be changed. The film is done, sir. It's mostly about your parents' lube. Later, we see Seth. He's downing antacids. How come you keep getting stomach aches, says Justin accusingly. Seth is evasive, none of your business, he says. The next day, Justin heads to Vic's house because you'll remember he has to go to Vic if he wants to do Soapbox Derby racing because he asked his parents if he could do it with them and they were like, no, we're busy. We're busy. We're busy. Dad empties a tote bag full of strawberry lube onto the dining table. You see this, Justin? When all this is gone, I'll build you your racer. Should be tomorrow. Ask me again in 45 minutes. So Justin rolls up to Old Man Vic's to apologise. He's bought cookies. What's done is done, says Vic. Was there something else you wanted? I want you to teach me about Soapbox Derby racing, says Justin. No, why should I? Snarls Vic. Because you're the only one that can, says Justin. I don't know if that's true. I reckon most anyone could look it up. Yeah, but fine. Quite straightforward. He says it might be Old Man Vic is the only one in his life willing to, because he says it might be the only chance I have to be good at something. Vic says you don't know what you're asking. Yeah, clearly wrestling with terrible trauma, but he says he will think about it, and that's the best he can do. So we cut to the family race. And Vic. They've gone to the Soapbox Derby. They're watching it. Seth is not impressed. No, that's all you have to do. He spits. Sit in a pretend car and roll down a hill. You have to steer, says Justin. So does a kid on a tricycle, retorts Seth. Yeah. But Seth's words die in his faithless mouth when they go to check out the pits, and Vic explains the savagely competitive world of Soapbox Derby. Thank you, this movie, for the following scene. Let's just have it in its entirety, because I don't want to talk about Soapbox Derby. Yeah.
So what makes this competitive? Well, the steering, for one. Every tiny swerve creates friction, which wastes precious time. The best drivers learn to check the bumps and rolls in a road, just like a golfing green.
Why are they weighing the cars?
Keeps things fair. Total weight of the car plus driver must be exactly the same thing. How much do you weigh?
72 pounds.
It's not good for football, but it's an advantage for a Soapbox Derby driver.
Why?
Well, each car and driver must weigh exactly 250 pounds. Typical car weighs 80 pounds, add his 70, gives you about 100 pounds of ballast to play around with.
Play around with?
Yeah, where you place the metal weights in these cars can help shave off a couple of hundredths of a second.
Yeah, but how much difference could it make?
Well, a lot when the average margin of victory is less than a tenth of a second. These are the tricks you learn as you go along. You know, some people swear that a black nose cone will help make the car go faster. Looking at somebody else's car is a definite no-no.
That was good.
That was good. Yeah, Seth is not having any of it. He says it's not a sport, it's gravity. Who do they put on the poster? Isaac Newton.
Zing.
He's unwilling to stop dunking on soapbox derby racing.
To be fair, he's got a lot of dunks in the hopper.
Just like zinger after zinger.
So Justin goes to talk to a girl who he sees waxing down a car.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any tips? He asks her. Don't get matched up against me, she says.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I've written.
What a bunch of losers, her dad, says Seth. This is great, says Dad. We're going to have fun.
Yeah, Dad is immediately obsessed with Soapbox Derby.
Yeah, it's his whole personality.
To be fair, Seth, what did you expect Dad to say? Because they're here to sort of support Justin and help
it's like,
Justin
you're
get
right. What a
involved in
bunch
the
of
sport.
losers, my son especially.
Yeah, like even if he thinks that, he's not going to be like, too right, son. Thank God you do real sports, not like these dipshits.
Yeah. So Justin is amazed by all this. He says it's so cool. Then he says to Old Man Vic, what are we going to do next? And he says, what do you mean we? I got you started like I said I would. And then he begs him to help. And he says, I can't do this, not again.
In a way that more and more makes you, the viewer, think his daughter exploded in a soapbox derby accident.
Yeah, she went 1,000 miles per hour into a wall.
Well, she was supposed to go down a small hill, but they didn't know that construction work was being done on the end of the hill, and it was actually a hill that was 10 miles long.
Yeah, they didn't realise that it was actually the Grand Canyon.
By the time they got to the bottom, she was going at 10,000 miles an hour. She poured down into the centre of the earth and was consumed in magma.
Mad with grief, her mother ran in after her.
Magma eating at her legs and skin.
Mad with grief, Old Man Vic tried to run in but was restrained.
No.
Let me in the magma.
Go into the magma. So yeah, he says, I can't do this, not again. Justin says, this has something to do with your daughter, right? None of your business, Old Man Vic shouts at him.
Yeah.
I won't help you, he says, because I can't. Immediately racked with unbearable grief.
Yeah, he storms off.
I think Justin should leave Vic alone.
Yeah.
He seems happy fixing up his Corvette and then smashing it over and over again.
Yeah, not being tormented by this child.
Yeah. Anyway, cut to the Yoder garage.
The Yoderman. They're in the garage.
Justin and Dad are struggling and failing to build a soapbox derby racer, mostly because Dad is visibly intoxicated. I want to say he's like sprinting around the garage, with like spinning around with an electric sander.
Yeah, there's a bit where he sort of clatters over the soapbox derby racer. He sprawls on the floor. Yeah. It's a sort of like the lowest point of an alcoholic's journey. They're like, that's what I knew. I had to get help.
When I dropped the electric sander onto my own face.
onto my disabled son's lap.
So he falls over. Then we see Vic in his secret shed, weeping over footage of his wife and daughter.
Yeah, these women are dead, surely, both killed in a soapbox derby racing accident. The language of cinema tells us.
Exactly. Back at the garage, Vic comes by. He says, I'm just returning your cookie tin. They entreat him to stay and help with the racer. Vic is like, no, I couldn't possibly. But then
he sees the ass job they're doing on this soapbox derby racer.
Sees the appalling state of their god-awful car. They're about to drill rear axle holes without first checking for square. That's what's happening. Vic is outraged. The instructions didn't say you needed to. Wheedles Justin.
The instructions are for slackers and wannabes.
Screams Old Man Vic.
Suddenly the most invested in this soapbox derby racer that anyone's ever been in anything.
Shoving the useless Dad aside, he grabs some tools and gets to work.
Yeah.
In the background, we see Seth come home and look at this scene slightly enviously.
He is excluded.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
In the kitchen, Mom is bringing a fresh loaf from the oven.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing remarkable about that, except that on the worktop, unremarked upon, we see another fresh loaf that's just come out and has been started to be sliced. So Mom's just baking loaf after loaf of bread.
I think this is actually good visual storytelling from Old Man Beeman, because she is a realtor, so she's baking bread to make houses smell like. Oh. That's why she made the cookies earlier as well. But the film doesn't explicitly state that, but I think it's quite nice environmental storytelling.
That is actually genuinely really good. I take it all back, Beeman. Andy, I thought you were going to say this is good environmental storytelling because the mum couldn't cook, but then she got laid.
and then she...
And now she's bringing out...
with an enormous quantity of strawberry lube. And now
she's bringing out loaf after fresh loaf.
Fresh loaf, yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I think it is just Beeman.
Delicious.
Beeman being good. That's why he won the Directors Guild Award.
Yeah. Hey, Beeman is good. This movie is well directed, apart from the very last scene.
Well, Seth is mad. So he's like, suddenly Dad can postpone all his painting jobs. It stinks, Mom. And she says, look, you've been winning championships forever. Baseball, basketball, soccer. This is your brother's opportunity to shine. And then Seth says, but what if he doesn't win? We don't expect him to win, says Mum, just to have fun. You can understand that, can't you?
And Seth gives a look that shows that he clearly cannot understand his parents just expecting him to have fun.
Yeah.
Late at night, Dad is in his study. He's trying to figure out a kind of brake that Justin can use because he can't use the standard foot brake.
Justin can't use his feet.
Yep.
Does Justin have any other appendages, Dad thinks to himself? Come on, think. There must be some other way to operate a brake.
There must be some other kind of brake that I use every day.
Can't figure out this conundrum.
What could it be?
He's sort of racking his brains.
His desk is covered in papers and drawings.
Yeah.
Of like theoretical brakes that he's tried to cook up that could be operated without one's foot.
Yeah, it's like a beautiful
impossible.
mind in there. He's just writing on the walls and the ceiling.
If in A Beautiful Mind, Russell Crowe was trying to figure out a kind of brake that he uses every day that isn't the one that he uses with his feet.
If Russell Crowe was trying to think of a kind of sock that goes on your hands.
Yeah. Now look, we're all familiar with the foot brake.
Yeah.
But is there another kind of brake?
I've got it. The mouth brake.
Mouth brake, that's good, yes.
Yes, he would simply bend at the waist, grab the brake in his mouth and yank it hard.
Foot brake, elbow brake,
knee brake,
ear brake, chest brake, belly button brake, shoulder brake, eyebrow brake.
It's not coming to me.
Damn it, that's all the body parts.
That's all of them.
That's all of them. One. So anyway, Seth interrupts this. He says, Dad... the heart brake. Simply operate the heart brake. Seth says, Dad, I assume you're coming to my game tonight, seeing as you're clearly not busy.
Dad, I see you've lost your mind.
Yeah. Dad says, yes, of course, I'll be there, son. But his voice is distant and his eyes are focused only on the reams of drawings he's done of soapbox races.
Every kind of brake that he's come up with.
Cut to the big game. Mom is alone in the bleachers, humiliating the children with a video camera, shouting wrong things about sports.
Yeah, Dad isn't there. We cut to the house and we see him rushing to get out to the game.
This is the best.
He clambers into his SUV. He leans down to release the car's handbrake. And then suddenly, all at once, the inspiration crashes across his brain like a crashing wave. Of course.
That's it!
A handbrake.
Yes! The other kind of brake that I encounter every time I drive
Literally
my
every
car.
single day.
At least twice.
Yeah. At the game, Seth is pitching a blinder. He looks, but no Dad is there.
Yeah. Despite him, he's crushing it at baseball, but he's crushed emotionally. We cut to Dad and Vic in the garage. At the same time, they're finalising the Justin brake, as it is so christened. It's perfect. That's a home run, says Vic. Home run? Oops, says Dad, remembering that he's got another son.
Yeah.
He drives over to the baseball field but finds it's totally empty, which probably means he passed the family on their way back.
Yeah.
And is even later to the game than he would have been if he'd just stayed home. So Seth would have been like on the way home, I can't believe Dad didn't show up to my game.
At least I'll see him at home.
At least he'll still be awake when I get in.
I can tell him all about it.
I can tell him how well I did. You get home, Dad's not even here.
Yeah,
there's a new kind of break in the garage and Dad's gone.
He realises the magnitude of his crimes when he sees the lights are out of the field. He drives back home. Mum is angrily reading, there'll be no strawberry massage oil tonight.
No. By the way, says Mum, he pitched a no-hitter. She spits to the Dad like poison.
Yeah.
Out in the garage, Dad finds Seth fuming. All right, so that now Dad is going to attempt some parenting. It's pretty wild, the angle he takes.
He says to Seth, he says, I don't know what would be harder, being a kid in a wheelchair or being that kid's brother. I do.
I'd take a guess. Yeah.
I know which is harder.
I'd put some money on it.
Yeah.
When me and your mum got married, Dad says, I had a dream that I'd have a family that would do all the things I loved to do when I was a child. But everything changed the day Justin was born. Seth, has a look on his face while Dad's saying all this that's as if to say, I know, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's why I'm upset.
He says, I still wanted to be the greatest dad, but this was all new territory to me. And when it came to sports, something deep inside me said that if I couldn't cheer for both of my sons, I shouldn't cheer for either of them.
Now, Dad says this not in a way that, like he's just come to a realization.
Wrong. Yeah.
Not like, I can't believe, Seth, it wasn't until I said it out loud that I realized how foolish that was. It's more like, Seth, let me explain to you why I'll never be at your baseball games.
Let me explain to you my good thought process.
Yeah, what I thought was, I can't cheer for Justin at sports, so I won't...
You'll like this bit.
Yeah.
I won't cheer for you either.
And it's bollocks anyway, because now he is cheering for Justin at sports, and as a direct consequence is cheering for Seth even less than he previously was, which was almost zero.
Yeah.
So unsurprisingly, Seth is not mollified by this great parenting. He tells Dad it comes down to the same thing. You miss my games because of Justin.
Yeah. He storms off.
Cut to the first soapbox trial.
Justin is rolling out in the car. He's going to try it. Let's do it, he says. He is rolled in a straight line. He's very scared. The steering isn't working. Use your brake, Dad says.
Now, it's important to know, as Andy describes this scene, that the music is some heartwarming acoustic guitar, as if to tell you that this is going to be a cute, brief scene of something going well, of Justin overcoming a minor difficulty with the car and realising that he loves soapbox.
But actually what happens is he rolls very slowly into a tree.
He rolls quite quickly into a tree.
Well, I mean...
He veers off the road and smashes through a mailbox and into a tree.
It's quite slow. He's hurt pretty bad, says Dad.
What's so great about the crash is that you can see in the shots of the accident that it's not Frankie Muniz in the car. Mm-hmm. It's presumably some kind of expendable stunt child.
Or, an ape.
It might really be a quite diminutive adult. I tried sort of freeze framing and found it quite hard to make out, but it's definitely not Frankie Muniz. And I just love the idea that they're like, well, we can't put Frankie in.
I mean, Frankie's too valuable.
Frankie's got to do Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
In 6 weeks. There must be a expendable boy who he can smash into a tree.
Well, who's the Mickey Mouse Club? Who are we not using? Open up the Mickey Mouse Club warehouse. What have we got here? Ryan Gosling, Justin Timberlake?
Yeah. Ryan Gosling, yeah.
Stick Timberlake in there.
Yeah, Christina Aguilera. I don't see, pop her in.
Yeah, until Christina Aguilera loses consciousness, and then we'll put in Timberlake.
Christina Aguilera is going to come up again later in this movie, believe it or not.
Good.
So, Justin is slumped over the wheel.
Yeah.
How can a kid who spent his entire life in a wheelchair not be able to steer? Rages Dad, weirdly.
It turns out the harness wires got crossed. The steering was reversed. How could that be? Justin knows exactly how. He rolls up angrily on Seth. You did it, he accuses. And yes, that's right. He thinks that Seth tried to sabotage his car and murder him.
You did it!
Did what?
Messed up the steering on my racer!
I didn't touch your stupid racer, Justin.
Yes, you did! You made me wreck!
If you wrecked, it was your own fault.
Yeah, Justin, why would he mess up your racer?
Because he's jealous that Dad helped me build it!
Oh, that is such a crock.
You're afraid I'll win!
You couldn't win if you wanted.
Says who?
Everybody! Mom and Dad are only going along because they feel sorry for you.
Yeah? I may be crippled. At least I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy.
No? Then how can we see a shrink? That's right. My brother, the big shot, nuts,
Shut up, Justin.
cuckoo,
Don't do
completely
this, Justin.
wacko.
Seth, come on,
Seth,
come on.
Go on, big shot, hit me.
Just once. Just once. I wish I could beat you up like a regular brother. But I can't because you're special.
And not.
Because of you, Seth continues, we can't go on vacations. Because of you, we're always broke. Want to know why I go to therapy? Because I'm sick of all the hassle and sick of you. Then get a lobotomy, Justin retorts. I hate you, I wish you were dead, shouts Seth tearfully, and he flees into the house.
Absolutely nailed him.
Got him.
Going to therapy, are you?
Going to therapy, yeah, we'll get this, everyone.
Get this, my perfect brother.
My perfect brother, you think he's so perfect, we'll get this. He's mad.
He's an insane clown.
He's fit to be tied.
He sees a shrink for his mental health problems.
Yeah, let's get him.
Come on, everyone. Now who's the pariah?
To be fair, when this bombshell is dropped, Brad and Cindy do look
Horrified.
over at Seth. Yeah. At horrified expressions.
Yeah, this lunatic who is controlled by the phases of the moon. Yeah, so he says he wishes he was dead and he storms off into the house. Naturally, as he does in all situations like this, Justin decides to talk to the Christian God about this.
Yes. So he goes to God's place, which again is a sort of
Rockabilly garage.
NASCAR truck.
Yeah.
But God isn't there. End of scene.
Even God has abandoned Justin.
God has abandoned Justin. So that scene is God abandoning Justin. The next scene is Justin's first Soapbox Derby race.
Yeah.
What weird tonal whiplash this film contains.
Yeah, it's the South Bend local Soapbox Derby race. Justin explains that actually his dad crossed the harness wires by accident, so Seth wasn't really trying to kill him.
This is amazing. It's just sort of noted in passing in voiceover. He's like, I did feel kind of bad about that argument with Seth, especially since it turned out that Dad crossed the harness wires. So Dad's contribution to the Soapbox Derby car was making it so that when you turn left, it steers right and vice versa.
Yeah, so good job, Dad.
So almost nearly killing his son.
Killing his own
for
son,
the first time and not the last time in this
Brilliant.
film.
So Justin is unconfident, but he's ready to race. Vic gives him some advice. He says it's not a disco, so don't be moving in there and dancing around.
Yeah, just stay still and be ballast like all the other children.
So he does the race. He's like, oh no, I'm going to crash. What was I thinking? But then he does a good correction.
Yeah.
He's going to finish. He finishes. He comes second out of 2.
Yeah, so he loses the race, but he finishes. Dad embraces him with immense pride.
Yeah.
Boy, you're fantastic, he says. Seth from the sidelines shakes his head in disgust.
Seth sees this and hardens his heart to the world.
Now, unfortunately, we're at the hour mark and we've only just started Soapbox Derby racing, so we're going to have a pretty tight montage of Justin doing the thing that the movie's supposed to be about
yeah.
So we get a quick-fire montage of Justin slowly improving over a series of races that probably would be fun and exciting scenes if we had the time to dwell on them.
But there was simply no time.
No.
It's a lot of parent sex to get through.
Yeah. So it's slightly annoying that in this montage, the main thing that the movie's about is getting montaged, but there is a classic Disney Plus subtitling error, Andy, that you may have noticed. The music that this montage is set to is some boring country middle-of-the-road rock, but the lyrics on screen are to Blessed by Christina Aguilera.
Ah, okay. Well, as you know, Luke, I don't pay attention during montages. That's a lovely break time for me.
Oh, yeah. That's a chance to go to the bathroom, stretch your legs.
Yeah, you just write race montage and then you can go and make a smoothie.
Well, I would love to do that, but occasionally they will accidentally put the lyrics to Blessed by Christina Aguilera out there. I didn't know the song Blessed by Christina Aguilera. I just noticed the subtitles didn't match the lyrics.
Yeah.
I listened to Blessed by Christina Aguilera, and having listened to it, it's a weird choice. It's like a sort of love ballad. Are you going to listen to it now?
I'm going to look at the lyrics.
Yeah, it's just like a classic ex-Tina Aguilera sort of like passionate love ballad about...
Blessed for everything you've given me. Blessed for all the tenderness you show. Do my best with every breath that's in me. Blessed to make sure you never go. There are times that I test your faith till you think you might surrender. Baby, I'm not ashamed to say that my hopes will grow in splendor. Do you think the filmmakers were hoping that it would go over as religious?
I mean, it's got, blessed in there and
looking like
faith.
an answered prayer.
They talk about faith a lot.
Do my best with faith that's never ending. Yeah, it does sound pretty Christian. So yeah, I get it. If he's, trying to curry favor with the Christian God who has abandoned him.
Yeah. So eventually at the end of this montage, Justin actually, OMG, wins a race.
Yeah.
I won, he says in happy disbelief.
But even though he's getting better, he still doesn't have a trophy. This is the last race of the season. One last chance. And he really needs to get everything to go right. If we win today, we qualify for the Nationals in Akron, says Dad. God. This again, decoms.
Not this. Nationals.
Regionals,
and then,
nationals, sectionals.
State sectionals, and after state sectionals, orbitals.
And then,
and then intergalacticals.
Intergalacticals
then extra
again.
dimensionals.
Onto the space day for that next race. But yeah, the finals will be taking place in the impossibly glamorous locale of Akron, Ohio.
I'm going to tell you a bit more about Soapbox Derby in Akron, Ohio later.
Oh, I've been on the website.
Oh, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
enjoyable.
I've thoroughly researched the Soapbox Derby Nationals in Akron, Ohio. Don't you worry.
Brilliant.
The parents talk about Justin's chances. Mum says that Dad's expectations might be too high. Justin is the one racing, not you. And he says, I'm just excited for him is all. But what if he loses? It's not a big deal. It's his first year. And Mum says, I don't want it to be his last. I'll behave, says Dad. and then they get all horny.
So Dad is like trying to placate Mum and being like, he'll be fine. But he's visibly consumed with
Lust.
A, lust, and B, wheel adjustment and Vic's ideas of weight distribution. He's like tinkering with the car as they have this conversation.
Yeah.
So Dad promises that he'll behave. To be fair, I don't really know what Mum expects of Dad because his ability to influence any of this soapbox stuff is minimal.
Yeah, I mean, Justin's ability Justin's ability to influence any of it is minimal.
Yeah, it's down to gravity and bumps in the road, really.
Yeah, where you put the weights in your car.
Yeah. But actually, don't worry, Dad does find a way to really, really F things up. Because the race is about to begin. This is an important one. But Justin is in agony. He's massaging his head and he's unable to form sentences. He's just muttering, trophy. So Dad sees this and he's like, that's right, son, focus.
Yeah, trophy.
Old Man Vic, who isn't his father, is like, Justin, are you all right?
He replies, trophy.
Yeah, he says, trophy. Dad nods approvingly, please.
That's the spirit, kid.
Yeah, that's the trophy, he continues. On your mark, get set, go. They wheel away. Unfortunately for Soapbox Derby, the start of these races is unbelievably slow.
It's very slow, yeah.
By the end of the race, they're going kind of fast.
Yes.
But the beginnings, they've clearly tried. It's impossible to make it look exciting.
Yeah, they sort of, like, there's a gate holding them in place. The gate drops, and then they sort of, from a standstill, very slowly start rolling down a hill.
Well, yeah, they just sort of roll away like a shopping trolley if you, looked away for a second.
That.
Got that.
Got it.
Nearly got away from me.
So they start racing. Justin, his vision is blurring. He stays low. Vic, not his dad, notices that something is wrong.
Yeah.
Justin passes out. His car flies over the finish line, and then he ragdolls into some hay bales. And while this is obviously very serious, they did put a floppy mannequin in the car for this shot.
Yes,
and
they did.
Amazing.
Yes, they did. I wrote that in very similar terms, Andy. I've got, unfortunately, they shot this with a mannequin in the car. It is regrettably hilarious.
There's this mannequin ragdolls into a wall.
I mean, look, seeing a mannequin have an accident in a film is never not going to be funny. I think the funniest thing you can do in a film is to show someone have the opening frames of a big physical moment and then cut to it happening to a mannequin.
To a mannequin, yeah.
That's always funny.
Just, oh my God, so good.
It is funny when this happens. Also, it's a mannequin now, not a stunt child. I guess the
stunt child died.
The stunt child got all used up.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
He had to go and be an NSYNC or something.
Yeah. He had to go and be Ken. So everyone rushes in. They're all panicked. Seth's there too. Justin is unresponsive in the driver's seat.
Yes.
An ambulance is called.
We see him. He's being wheeled into the operating room.
He glimpses the face of God.
Yeah, we get a weird, brief glimpse of Bobby Wade, a.k.a. God.
The Christian God.
In the hallway outside the operating room, we see Seth praying. The parents are there too. They're not praying, but let's try not to read into it. The doctor comes out. He says that Justin is stable, but his shunt had to be replaced again. What I can't figure out, says... this is Dr. Kwan, isn't it, from before? Yeah. What I can't figure out, after all these operations, how come Justin could ignore the signs that his shunt was malfunctioning? And of course, we know that it's because he was so desperate to do that last race.
Yeah, the family all knows exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
And
that it's Dad's fault.
Yes. So in heaven, Justin sees the Christian God, Bobby Wade. Hello, Justin, he says. So I died, says Justin. But wait a minute. This is the actual Bobby Wade. And this isn't heaven.
It's the hospital. So he's having a chat with Bobby Wade. Bobby Wade says, Vic Sauder gave me a call. Vic used to be my race car mechanic. Presumably... I've noted not a great one, seeing as he now works in a medium with no engines.
Yes.
Where it's just little wooden
toy cars for children.
Toy cars for children that roll down hills. Bobby Wade does some genuinely charming bedside patter, perhaps because he does a lot of visits with kids in hospital.
Yeah.
Probably ones who are trying to get into motorsport and have come off their go-kart or something.
As a sidebar, if I were Justin, I'd be sure at this point that this was like a Make-A-Wish thing and I was definitely dying.
Yeah, you would think that would. If you'd been that open with everyone about how this guy's your hero.
Yeah, it's like if you're in hospital and you're like, I don't know. It's kind of touch and go. They say my chances are pretty good, and then in walks John Cena. You're like,
yeah, and it comes Tony Hawk with a signed skateboard for you, and you're like,
no, they told me I had a good chance of surviving. It's no, John Cena.
Oh no,
no, not yet, John Cena. I'm not ready. Don't take me, John Cena.
I'm imagining that with loads of reverb on it, or like sung by a choir of angels.
The grim spectre of John Cena stalks the halls of the children's hospital.
I feel his icy grip on my shoulder.
Like a banshee. Once you've seen John Cena, your death is portended. Luke.
Yep.
I love podcasts.
I can tell. You're in one.
Well, I know, but it's not very good, is it? If I was looking for like a better one.
If you wanted to like a really, really good podcast.
I want one that's like good, like that's actually good.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no,
like not just
fair,
like two people sniggering about Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah, children's movies where everyone was trying their hardest and just sort of dunking on them.
Yeah, and were actually aimed at children, and then these two sarcastic sort of adult men come along and ruin everything.
Yeah,
have you got anything that's like the opposite of that and is good?
The opposite, yeah, something that's just a good vibes, actually good podcast. Yeah, absolutely. You should listen to We Fix Space Junk by Beth Crane and Headley Knights.
The problem is, Luke, I already listened to We Fix Space Junk because it's an excellent comedy fiction podcast.
Oh, right.
That's what I'm into.
You're already listening to the best podcast out there. So I don't know what to tell you. I think maybe just listen to We Fix Space Junk again from the beginning again. There's a lot of episodes to enjoy.
I might do that. But listeners, if you're unaware of We Fix Space Junk, it's a comedy fiction podcast. It follows seasoned smuggler Kilner and reluctant socialite fugitive Samantha as they travel the galaxy, dodging bullets and meeting strange and wonderful beings as they carry out odd jobs on the fringes of the law.
Check this out. This final job was supposed to pay off all of her debts, but Kilner's last delivery contained more than she bargained for. When Kilner accepted the job of smuggling escapee Samantha Trapp across the galaxy, she expected the job to be over and done with quickly, but now they're stuck with each other, and they have a job to do.
Damn, that was a good reading.
Thank you. Do you think We Fix Space Junk will hire me? That would be good.
Think maybe, yeah.
I could get onto a good podcast.
But yeah, you should check it out, listeners. It's a story about debt, space repairs, and friendship. It's got two strong female protagonists. Kilner and Samantha are, like most people, in over their heads in debt, but mostly staying afloat, and their main aim in life is to survive just long enough to reach the next job. If you're looking for a kind of tone
they're
going for here, it's
so
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy with some Terry Pratchett thrown in there for good measure.
Lovely. I love it.
And there's a big archive as well. It's been going since 2018. There are 48 episodes out now.
You know what? That is genuinely the perfect number of episodes. That's like so many episodes that when you get into it, there'll be plenty to listen to, but not such an overwhelming number of episodes that you're like, oh, I can't get into this podcast now. It's been going too long.
Exactly.
This is exactly the right time. We Fix Space Junk. Don't miss it. It's been downloaded over 2 million times since it was released, and yeah, it's a great time.
So you can listen to We Fix Space Junk anywhere you get your podcasts. Check them out. Thanks to We Fix Space Junk for sponsoring the show. Hey Luke, it's me again, Andy.
Hey Andy, what's wrong with you this time?
Nothing's wrong with me, Luke. I've discovered a new and highly fulfilling hobby.
Right.
It's soapbox derby racing. I'm about to go for my very first race down this shallow hill.
Well, I mean, I'm glad to see you in fine fettle. Normally when you come to me in these ad breaks, it's because you've suffered some hideous injury, but I'm glad to see you.
Not even a problem. In fact, I've got a new lease on life, Luke. I feel more alive than I have it. Oh my God!
Oh, he's ragdolling! Oh no!
Oh, I'm hurt real bad.
Oh, he's gone. Oh boy. Okay. I thought we were going to put a stunt Andy in.
My limbs.
Andy's too precious to risk.
I've ragdolled into a wall.
I told you. There was supposed to be a stunt Andy. What do you mean I'm the stunt Andy?
Luke, I need top-rated doctors who will accept my insurance in the United States.
Okay, well, let me just reach into your pockets and pull out your phone. Oh, it's all soaked in blood and the screen is broken. But I can just about get to the App Store on this thing. Andy, I'm going to install ZocDoc for you.
Luke, please search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near me.
I will.
And instantly book an appointment with them online.
I will. Andy, the doctors that I'm about to find for you, you can book them immediately. There's no more waiting awkwardly on hold with a receptionist. We're talking verified reviews from actual, real patients, Andy. We're talking filtering specifically for those who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat basically any condition that you're searching for, including got all crunched up in Soapbox Derby and am now more Soapbox Derby car than man.
Hurry up, Luke, I'm starting to see the face of the Christian God.
Bobby Wade.
Bobby Wade.
Okay, well, we don't want that, so go to ZocDoc.com/MCC and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/MCC. ZocDoc.com/MCC.
Not sure about those sideburns, God.
Oh, you think you know better than God? Andy, I just got back from a very brief trip to Tampa in Florida.
Oh, in Florida. Nice.
Yeah, I was there for approximately 90 minutes, during which time I watched Miracle in Lane 2.
Very cool.
And then it was back to the airport for me to head on back to Blighty,
cool.
Where, of course, Miracle in Lane 2 is not available on Disney Plus.
Is unavailable.
Yes.
That's cool. I myself, I've been here.
What?
I've already seen Miracle in Lane 2, but I was going to go on the National Soapbox Derby Association website, but then I thought to myself, wait, what if attackers tried to steal my information?
Well, they easily could.
Yeah.
They very, very easily could. I think probably the Soapbox Derby Nationals website is a hell of a target.
That's where the richest plums can be found.
I reckon it's like non-stop denial of service attacks over there. I reckon they're always trying to...
Well, I mean, what do you suggest I do? It's not like I'm not going to go on the National Soapbox Derby Racing Association website.
Andy,
how else can I...
Of course you're going to go on the National Soapbox Derby Association website.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Everyone is. But please, be safe.
Well, how can I
use
do that?
a VPN. Use a VPN.
Okay.
Do you know what VPN... Do you even know what VPN stands for?
Visible Panty 9.
Showing your whole ass on this one. Yikes. It stands for Virtual Private Network, Andy.
Okay.
Read a goddamn book. Or read the website, nordvpn.com, because then you'll find out that NordVPN is a great service that gives you safe and private access to the internet. It does this by encrypting your connection, thereby hiding your IP and online activity from spying eyes and Derby ne'er-do-wells, is what it says here.
Evil Soapbox Derby men who might be stealing my Soapbox Derby designs right off my hard drive.
Dastardly Derbies, they're called.
They can do it.
Yeah.
It's a big problem and no one's talking about it.
the deadly Darbs, they like to be called. And they steal all the designs, the hottest designs.
The hottest, most aerodynamic designs.
Yeah. For example, could one look like a cigar a bit?
It could. It definitely could. And that's what's worrying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to nordvpn.com/momcan'tcook and use code momcan'tcook to protect my internet connection and privacy online.
Absolutely. NordVPN has many, many great applications and benefits, many of which you can probably use your imagination to figure out.
So that's nordvpn.com/momcan'tcook. You use code momcan'tcook to let them know we sent you and protect yourself online. Whew, man, hard work working on this Soapbox Derby racer.
Yeah, what are you doing out here in the garage?
Oh, I was building a Soapbox Derby racer so I can be like 3-time world Soapbox champion Ronnie Beck.
Okay, well, I came out here because I'm hungry. You haven't made me any dinner.
Well, no, I've been making us this Soapbox Derby racer in which we can tear down hills together like Calvin and Hobbes.
Hungry.
Look, you're
to stomach.
I can see it. I can see your emaciated stomach, but I don't see how that's my problem. Well, you're an adult man. Why don't you get your own food? The grocery stores are closed now, as you know. It's 2 a.m. Been up all night making this Soapbox Derby racer.
Well, I've just been through all the cupboards and there's nothing here. You've, for some reason, used all the food in your Soapbox Derby car.
Yeah, it's got cheese wheels for wheels.
So it does.
The body's made of lasagna sheets.
Yeah, I see they're just coming apart wetly. Oh.
Yeah.
It's
it's
covering your face and body.
It's probably not still edible, is it?
Probably not. We're going to have to do something else for food, Andy.
What are we going to do for food? I don't have any suggestions. My mind is entirely consumed by Soapbox Derby racing.
Well, it's a good job that my mind remembers Factor. You can eat stress-free this spring with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes, Andy. So a lot quicker than you're building this Soapbox racer, frankly.
God, we could be eating food in 2 minutes. But tell me this, Luke, can I choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie? Answer me that.
Yes, you can. You get chef-prepared meals on the table in 2 minutes with Factor's ready-to-eat meals. And I'm sorry that my tone of this ad copy delivery is a little terse, but I'm hangry.
Damn,
you
well,
can
that's
get back
me told.
to doing what you love this spring with Factor. And apparently what you love is starving me to death while you build your soapbox lasagna machine.
Well,
some kind of Garfield car.
It sounds a lot to me like Factor is our solution for fast premium meals without the need for cooking. So good. We won't have to eat this pasta car.
That's right. It's tailored to your schedule. Customise your weekly meals with the flexibility to get as much or as little as you need. Pause or reschedule deliveries to suit your lifestyle. So, folks, head to factormeals.com/mumcan'tcook50 and use code mumcan'tcook50 to get 50% off your first box, plus 20% off your next box.
That's right. That's code mumcan'tcook50 at factormeals.com/mumcan'tcook50 to get 50% off your first box, plus 20% off your next box while your subscription is active.
Is this steering wheel sausage links?
It's part of it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wish I hadn't touched it now.
Bit of wheel. It's quite good. Only bits of it have touched the ground.
Okay, so we cut back home to the Yoder household. The answer phone bleeps.
Message you will leave.
A message comes in from Randall Gray from the All American Soapbox Derby Association. They get through to Seth and they ask Seth, can you deliver a message to Justin?
Yep.
Cut to Justin in hospital. He's playing what looks to be PlayStation 1, but I
think it's a WRC rally game.
Well, I ran this by our mutual friend and colleague Carl Leica Mike, and it's Sega Rally 2 on Dreamcast.
Okay, fine.
Why is it apparently easier in these films for them to have the wrong controller? Always.
Yeah, well, presumably the game isn't actually running. That will be a video. And then they'll just grab whatever controller is available.
I still don't understand.
Have you seen a Dreamcast controller?
Actually, yeah.
I doubt Frankie Muniz could lift one.
That's true. They don't register on camera, really, do they? They'd be like, what's he doing with that breeze block?
Yeah, exactly.
Is he trying to throw it through the TV?
And then with a Dreamcast controller, you're like, are you going to have the VMU in there? And is the VMU going to be charged and turned on?
Oh, man.
This is great podcasting.
Okay. Well, anyway, he's playing Sega Rally 2 with a PlayStation 1 controller. The parents come in. They're worried about him, obviously, but Justin just wants to know if he won the race. He didn't.
I think he did. In the footage, he clearly crosses the finish line.
Maybe there's a sort of rule that
if you're ragdolling wildly,
if you ragdoll into a hay bale, you're an automatic fail.
Yeah.
Well, no, that would be fair, because otherwise you'd, I don't know,
everyone would just wildly ragdoll.
Yeah, you'd put a rocket on the soapbox. I mean, fire your child downward at 1,000 miles an hour.
Hooray!
Easily
we won.
Well,
presumably that's what happened to Vic Sauder's daughter. We don't know yet.
We don't know. So Justin tells his parents that Bobby Wade was just in here and he gave him tips. They gave each other tips on driving.
Everyone shares a worried look.
Yeah, Bobby Wade gave you tips? Asked Dad disbelievingly, strongly suggesting that Bobby Wade thing may have been a hallucination. Justin says, he even took my bedpan for good luck. Which, I mean, at this point, I hope this is a hallucination. I hope Bobby Wade didn't come to visit a kid in hospital and then take the kid's bedpan away.
Hopefully empty bedpan.
I don't think it matters if it's empty or not. Keeping the bed like a trophy, for my collection of children's bedpans.
So, yeah, that's all a bit weird. They go home.
To important context for later, the bedpan thing was Bobby Wade briefly held the bedpan like it was a steering wheel, and they talked about...
He asked for racing tips.
Yeah, they talked about gripping the steering wheel gently, like you're like you would a lover in your tender embrace.
So they get home. Dad asks if there are any messages. Seth lies and says no, but then the machine beeps and the Randall Gray message starts playing. Seth panics and stops it. But then he relents and says that the kid who beat Justin had to drop out because they ragdolled into a wall. Or because it's a sport no one cares about and they, had cinema tickets or something.
Yeah, he got a better offer.
But they want Justin to take his place. Everybody cheers. He's going to Nationals. Hooray!
Hooray, he's going to Nationals.
Yes! Yeah, I can't believe
you mean I'm going to Nationals?
Yes, you're going, buddy. You're going.
I can't believe you guys are going to let him race again.
Why not?
What are you, dense?
Look, Seth, I've been really patient with you the last 2 weeks.
Oh, great. Another stinking lecture.
I'll handle this.
So Dad storms into Seth's room. What the hell, he says to Seth. Why'd you have to be so selfish?
Yeah.
But Seth crumbles.
Yeah, Seth reveals that all the stuff he's doing is just because he's afraid for Justin and he doesn't want him to die in a crunched up bone heap because of something as stupid as soapbox derby racing.
Dad's like, that's what you've been worried about? Why don't you try doing what I do and just not worry if Justin dies? And
simply don't worry about it.
Simply don't worry about it. Encourage him to race when he's clearly got a headache and wire his car the wrong way around.
He's leaking cerebrospinal fluid out of his ears and nose.
Like, I can't get over the way that the dad miswires the car because it really is the only thing in the car.
It's like the one system in place.
We know that it's basically you just steer and then when the race is over, you pull on the brake.
Yep.
So, like, it's a real big miss to rewire the steering wrong. But anyway, Dad's like, don't worry about it. The doctor said it was just a one-time accident. We'd never let him do anything that dangerous. Seth says, with Justin, everything's dangerous. He's crying. Patrick Levis is giving it full beans. It's all very emotional. Yeah. He cries. He remembers that when Justin was little, he couldn't hold him as a baby because it was too risky. And they hug. And this is basically the end of Seth's arc.
Yeah.
So, well, no, it isn't real. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
There's a triumphant moment later, but it's
a bizarre and triumphant moment.
He's on the way. We cut to the early morning. Vic
is to Nationals.
Vic is late for some reason. The car is loaded, but then they hear a horn honking, and Vic drives up in his red Corvette.
Woo!
I figured every convoy needs a pace car, he says. Look at my cool car, everyone. He gives a lift to Justin, and as they drive along the freeway, a sexy dame pulls up alongside, and Vic is like, man, I am sure loving this.
I'm sure loving the honkings of attractive women.
Yeah.
So having enjoyed the attentions of an attractive woman, Vic is now ready to open up about his dead family. He tells Justin that the racer in his shed indeed belonged to his daughter Becca.
Yeah.
She died in a swimming accident.
Inverted commas.
Well, he says she died in a swim. She loved soapbox derby.
I guess it's a swimming accident if a soapbox derby racer ramps into the ocean.
Goes into the sea.
Yeah.
He says she died in a swimming accident the week before Nationals, he adds.
That's a weird detail.
It is such an odd detail. As if the fact
that's worse.
Yeah, as if the fact that she died before Nationals in any way is a contributing factor to the enormous grief of losing his daughter.
She died a week before Nationals, which was really annoying because I'd already booked hotel rooms.
Imagine to lose my daughter in a swimming accident, and you haven't even heard the worst bit.
Yeah,
the week before Nationals.
The entry fee is non-refundable. I'm not getting that $50 back.
Needless to say, I retreated into myself.
Needless to say, I became a shell.
Once I couldn't get that entry fee refunded, that was the end for me.
I crawled up into a ball and forgot to care.
So he says, my wife died a year later. Doctor said it was this and that, but I knew it was a broken heart. What?
Yeah.
Fine.
He says, I wanted to die too, but I just didn't have the courage, he says here on the Disney Channel.
Yeah, just crawled up into a ball and forgot to care.
Yeah.
Until you came busting into my garage. He says he's been inspired by Justin and how he keeps going.
Yeah.
And as they drive past a sign, we see that they are 36 miles out of Akron.
They pull up to Akron, Ohio. It's so amazing.
Yeah, Akron's Derby Downs.
Yeah. They see a sinister man in a satin jacket. It's Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
It's the postman from
Frank.
The Jenny Project.
Hashtag justice for Frank.
Yeah, the dad from the 13th year.
Playing here, Bill Guntman.
Bill Guntman.
Bill Guntman. 3-time national champion.
Of children's soapbox derby. No wonder he won. He's huge. He's an adult man.
Yeah, he's an adult man, so he just sort of hurtles down. The other children are like, oh.
Yes, clinched my 3rd national championship. But you were racing against children. Yeah, and I beat their brains out.
Kicked their asses.
If he's got a kid in this race, this Bill Guntman, the odds against us just went up drastically. Says.
Warns Vic. They unveil the racer that Justin will be competing in. It's glossy purple now, and on the side is written, just in time.
Yeah, just in time.
Just in time.
It's just in time.
Dad cautions that they're up against experienced drivers here, some of them backed by big money. It's hard to imagine how big money could give you an edge in soapbox derby, but I guess we have to assume platinum ball bearings.
Corruption. Just like goons to break the other's legs.
Yeah, that's true. I have to win, says Justin, and it's time for his practice run. You only get one trial heat, says an official, so make it count. Not explaining what the that means.
Yeah.
It just means he has a practice go, but for some reason, but the time is important. Fine.
His practice run is good. It's the fastest of the day.
Yep, Dad is ecstatic, but Vic is a bit more cautious. Guntman emerges.
Sinister Guntman is taking notes.
Who's the rookie?
Justin Yoder.
Kid's a cripple.
He's physically challenged.
Yeah? If he drives like that tomorrow, you're the one who's going to be challenged. Come on.
That's right. Guntman's driver is the girl from before.
Yes.
Remember? The girl
that he talked to briefly earlier?
Yeah.
That paid off. The competition's unbelievable, says Vic. If we're going to win this thing, we need an edge. You in the mood for some golf? But then, as they leave, evil Guntman comes up and he looks in the car.
In full view of everyone.
I didn't spend 20 grand on wind tunnel testing to come in second, he says.
Now, Andy, can I ask you if this is the point where you went on the website?
And looked how much the prize money was.
And tell me, how much is the prize money if you come first in these world championships?
Well, it's not even prize money. You get a $3,000 scholarship from the Bill Spieg Memorial Scholarship Fund.
Now, being a 3-time champion, Guntman presumably knows that
Guntman is his career earnings of $9,000.
He probably is aware.
Scholarships that he can't take up because they're for children.
He's probably aware, going into this competition, that spending 20 grand on wind tunnel testing is unlikely to prove a sensible investment.
Also, the scholarships can't be very good because he's still very stupid because he spent $20,000 on wind tunnel testing.
Imagine doing wind tunnel testing on your soapbox. Like, you'd be there, you'd be sort of looking at the aerodynamic diagrams, the heat maps of air flowing over, and you'd be like, maybe it should be shaped a bit like a cigar.
They're all shaped the same.
It's not like Guntman showed up with like a sort of Formula One soapbox derby racer.
Can you imagine the humiliation of turning up to the Formula One wind tunnel testing facility with a wooden children's car?
Yeah. I mean, his money folds. I guess we have to let Guntman in.
Let Guntman bring his children, his little my first pedal car.
It normally costs 10 grand, but the Formula One testing facility was like, well, for dignity's sake, we should try and price him out of doing this.
Let's say 20, he'll never do it.
Oh my God, he's doing it.
Oh, Guntman, no.
Keep the cameras away.
Oh, please. No, okay, well, no, to be fair, you also get a World Championship gold ring, a World Championship trophy, and a gold World Championship jacket.
Oh, I tell you what, a gold jacket. They should have put Guntman in a gold jacket.
Yeah.
He should have been wearing, three gold jackets.
3 gold jackets. One gold jacket as trousers, one as a jacket, and one tied around his head like a bandana.
Each jacket more golden than the last. So Guntman peeks inside the just-in-time racer and says, interesting, very interesting. And he and his daughter scurry away. It should be noted that his daughter disapproves of this cardinal soapbox derby sin of looking at your opponent's cars to see if they're good or not.
To see if they're cheating in some way.
I mean, like, I've taken a peek. Looks like they've put 4 cheap wheels on some metal spindles like everyone else.
Looks like this has been tested in a wind tunnel. So the golf ball thing from earlier, you might be wondering what that was. Vic
not really.
Vic is dropping a load of golf balls on the course to gauge the sort of bumps and flow of the terrain.
Yeah.
Justin and his dad are at the bottom and they're looking and they say, lane 2 looks faster. Lane 1 will need to make adjustments for the slope at the halfway point. Nothing can stop us now, says Justin. And then the golf balls smash powerfully into the car in Justin's face.
Yes, at the last minute they have to get out of the way of all these hurtling golf balls, but their car is parked in the middle.
And it gets all smashed up by the golf balls.
Why would you park your car there if you know the plan is to roll a load of golf balls? It's like, you know, that Sony TV ad with all the bouncy balls in San Francisco.
Jose Gonzalez song.
Yeah, it's like that, but imagine it's like loud and terrifying and it's golf balls smashing through...
Smashing into your...
Smashing through homes like fist-sized hailstones or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Back at the hotel, Seth and Justin are watching Bobby Wade on the TV. He's explaining that you shouldn't overgrip your steering wheel. It's the advice he got from a young race car driver. And Justin says to Seth, hey, that's me. I told him that. Seth doesn't believe him. But then Bobby Wade shouts out Justin by name and Seth vomits milk everywhere.
We also see Bobby Wade produce a child's bedpan from inside his NASCAR car and show how he grips it as if he's shaking hands with it.
Yeah.
And the interviewer doesn't say,
sorry, why do you have a child's bedpan?
That's a kid's bedpan you've got in your car.
Yeah.
Please explain quickly.
No.
I simply won't.
But then at the door, there is a race official who wants to talk about Justin's handbrake. The rules specify that only foot brakes may be used.
We have strict regulations, he says. Mum is aghast. After all Justin's been through, he can't race, she says, appalled. The rules committee is ready to give it special consideration, the official says, but the odds aren't good. So the next morning, they prepare to leave. Justin passes Seth and says, happy now?
Yeah.
Seth is like, what?
What?
He's like, happy now? All I wanted was for once to feel like you did. Seth is staying behind because he has a stomachache. And also, Soapbox is boring. So.
Yeah, he's got a Game Boy. He looks distraught, though.
Yeah.
So at the judgment panel...
At the hearing. A weirdly large panel of Soapbox adults are preparing to cast judgment on whether this handbrake is legal.
Yeah, Dad's arguing that the brake isn't even used until after they've crossed the finish line. So foot brake or handbrake, there's no difference. It offers no competitive advantage.
But they're like, well, it's the principle of the thing. Rules are rules.
If we allow this, what happens next? Dogs marrying horses.
It's the next natural. Dogs in Soapbox.
Dogs racing Soapbox
There's
cars.
no rule says a chimp can't do Soapbox.
Soapbox cars riding on the back of children down a hill.
There's no explicit rule against it. So, Mom adds that unless these sorts of breaks are allowed, children with disabilities like Justin cannot compete. But the panel appears to be completely unmoved by this, and they are prepared to protect the Soapbox Derby status quo when all of a sudden...
Yeah, they start voting. Their hands go halfway up to vote.
Halfway up to say yes, for absolutely no reason and for no gain to ourselves. Let's exclude this nice Justin boy from our Soapbox thing. But all of a sudden, Seth bursts into the official's tent. We've got to hear this.
All right, then. All those opposed?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, young man. You'll have to wait outside.
Hey, it appears the man has something to say.
Yeah, I read your brochure. It says that the number one priority of the Soapbox Derby is education.
Yes, that's true.
Last year in school, my class studied access to the media. So, for the last 2 hours, I've been calling every TV, newspaper, and radio station within 50 miles. Everyone come in.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, stay outside. We're in a closed session here.
I'm sick of seeing my brother treated like a second-class citizen. Sick of seeing him stuck on the sidelines. Our class also learned that life should be a level playing field, even when it's a racetrack that runs downhill. The way I see it, you got two choices. You could say you're denying a kid in a wheelchair his right to compete, or that you're taking a stand for the values our society was built on. Freedom and equality of opportunity for all.
I find it hard to believe that the number one priority of the Soapbox Derby Association is education.
And then, if there's time, we might push cars down a hill.
Small wooden children's cars down a hill.
And see which is faster.
Well, as you know, we're primarily an education organisation.
Yes.
We dabble in Soapbox Derby racing.
This year we're studying Plato, and if we can get it all out of the way before the last day of term, we have a little tradition we indulge in where we roll children down hills in plywood cars.
So he bullies the Soapbox elders with the world's press.
I hate to be cynical, but I reckon the media, and there are loads of media, if it wasn't obvious from the clip there, they've all got like cameras and microphones and stuff. Yeah. I think they'd be more likely to appear after a negative judgment.
They're like, it's a better story if they do pass the negative judgment.
Yeah, if I was a reporter and Seth called me and it was like, hey, they're meeting to decide whether or not they're going to allow Justin, who has spina bifida, to compete in this Soapbox Derby final, and I'd be like, okay, but there's a chance that they will just do that. It's like, well, yeah, okay, I might come down if they say no, and then we can make a big stink about it and do the right thing, and I can get a great story.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of them saying no.
Yeah, exactly. But no, everyone is so reluctantly the horrible Soapbox Derby elders are their hand is forced and.
Yeah.
Biting their tongues, they're forced to allow a boy with disabilities to compete in their sport.
Yeah.
Really painting Soapbox in in glory, this film.
Shaking with rage, they allow this disabled boy to compete in their sport.
So, the race.
So Justin's in. My notes here say, with zero build-up, the race is now happening.
Yeah.
He's in second for about a second, then takes the lead and wins easily. Everyone celebrates. Oh, that wasn't it. He has 23 more races.
That's exactly what I've written. Oh, that was just round one.
Yeah.
It really seems like this is it. This is the race. This is it, the finals. They're doing the race, and he wins, and everyone's cheering, and I'm like, woo! I'm, getting up, about to close my laptop, close the Google Doc, and then Seth is like, nice. One down.
23 to go.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Anyway,
so luckily they montage it.
Yeah.
Seth is filming all this and loving it. Guntman is looking enraged by Justin's...
and increasingly panicked.
Success.
He's wondering whether he's going to be down $20,000 or just $17,000.
Up negative $17,000. Yeah. So yeah, Justin makes it to the final. It's Justin Yoder versus T. Guntman.
That stands for Teresa.
Yeah, the returning champion. It's her third nationals.
Yeah. Well, okay. I want to pause here because the commentator says that she's the defending champion running in her third nationals.
Yeah.
We heard earlier that Bill Guntman is a 3-time champion, defending champion. But if this is Teresa's third nationals, that means she's won the last 2. And this is her third competition, right?
Yes.
But Bill has won 3 times.
Yes.
All of which is to say, I think Bill Guntman had a practice kid who 3 years ago ragdolled into a hay bale.
Okay, wheel out kid 2.
Teresa, you're up. Let's go.
Well, I think he won when he was a kid, right?
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's in place. It's been going since the 50s, right? Soapbox Derby racing.
Yeah. Okay, so you think he won 3 times?
I think he won 3 times as a kid, and he is still
a wee lad.
He is still, as a sort of man in his mid-40s, going around telling people he's the 3-time national champion.
Okay.
So I think he himself is a champion, but now he's old and his kids do it.
Okay, but like it's a team sport, right? So like, although the driver sort of gets the trophy, it's really it's the team. So I thought Bill Guntman was the 3-time champion in the sense that he is
right.
like,
okay, I thought that he had raced as a child, and now his child is.
I hadn't considered that, but I think it's more likely.
Okay,
but it also means that he didn't have a practice child, probably, who ragdolled into a hay bale. So
well, it's a shame that my preferred situation, which is that he entered as a man in his mid-40s and won 3 times, also didn't happen. But.
Oh, so anyway. In lane 2 is Justin Yoder. Mm-hmm. Teresa says, "You're going to be eating dust, loser."
The children are loaded into their wheeled coffins, and Seth comes over to say some encouraging words.
He says, "There's something I have to tell you." He says, "You always thought I was good at stuff, but you're the most amazing person I know. All the pain, all the surgeries, and you never complain. Win or lose, you're my hero."
Well, it's not true, is it? Because he has spent all of this film complaining.
I know, but I did cry a tiny bit.
But it's not true. He's done nothing but complain this entire film.
But it's nice to his brother. No, it is rubbish. It's unearned rubbish.
Yeah.
So the race begins. Teresa is ahead. Now you might think that being already ahead, there's very little likelihood
an insurmountable lead.
That situation changing, seeing as gravity will continue to affect these cars in the way that it has been since the beginning.
But luckily, Justin transcends this earthly realm.
Justin makes himself heavier.
Yeah, he increases his mass. He hears Seth's words. He says, "With praise like that, who needs a stupid trophy? But then again, I do have an empty shelf." And then he somehow speeds up.
Yeah, he nudges his car ahead for the win, crushing Guntman financially. We see Guntman's horrified reaction.
He's
Loan
20k
sharks
in the
emerge
hole
from a van with baseball bats.
With a big wind machine.
They emerge from a wind tunnel.
They emerge with a big fan that they're going to feed him into. Everyone crowds Justin. There's been a miracle in lane 2.
Yay, Justin gets a trophy from the smiling officials who earlier today wanted to disqualify him. Even Guntman claps at the trophy presentation. His heart warmed.
He can't help but smile at this inspiring scene. Nice job, rookie, but I'll be back, says Teresa Guntman.
We end with a scene of Dad and Seth playing basketball. Justin watches from the window. It's a mirror of the opening shot of the movie.
Yeah. He looks over at the trophy shelf of his, which now has one trophy on it. First place. He smiles to himself and then decides once again to have a chat with the Christian God.
So he goes to talk to God. Mm-hmm. He says to God, I have to know. God, when people get to heaven, are they perfect? And God says, would you like to see?
Yeah.
And then
Justin dies. No, he doesn't.
And then God walks over to a large set of metal double doors.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like sort of the entrance to a medieval dungeon.
Yeah.
It looks way more like the door to hell, but whatever.
Well, I mean, that would be a good reveal at this point, that he's been talking to Satan this entire time.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Those sideburns are pretty satanic.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
So God walks up to a big set of doors, produces a key, and swings open the doors, revealing heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Through the clouds fly hundreds of winged angels, men, women, and children, and they are all in wheelchairs.
Yep.
Perfect, says Justin. The end. What the was that? That is like properly
wheelchairangel.png _ not final.
Well, one of the weirder elements is that, honestly, it is a host of angels. I mean, maybe 200 angels are visible through this door of heaven. One of the weirder elements is that only a few of them have been filmed.
Yes.
Sort of, pushing their wheelchairs, and then they've been green screened onto heaven with wings. All of the others are wheelchair_angel.png _ not final _ check, double check that this is a good way to end the movie.png.
Is this okay?
Is this
okay?
Are
we sure?
Yeah, _ feels weird.
_ taking my name off this, but if you want it in the movie, that's fine.
Yeah, and all these PNGs just sort of keyframe around in a big circle. It's
better than there's one that just sort of barrels directly into the camera, like it's coming right for you.
That's true. It's like that old black and white movie of the train coming towards the camera that everyone recoiled from.
But actually, it's an angel in a wheelchair, heading directly at you, like they're going to run you down.
The other thing to note here is that it's impossible to come away from this without thinking that Justin died. I had to check if the real kid who this is based on died really young, because it's implied so strongly that he dies at the end here.
Yeah.
Because God takes him to... I don't know how much more heavy... I don't know how much more could you imply death than having God lead him through a door to heaven?
A heaven full of people in wheelchairs, just like him. Again, this is this bit where the lights come up in the screening room in Burbank. Beeman looks over
a big smile, thumbs up.
So how do you like that at the end there, where I said you'd die soon?
I said you'd die soon, and sort of extremely insultingly and patronisingly implied that in heaven everyone is in a wheelchair.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Did you like that?
Did you like that? Because then everyone's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you think would be good.
Yeah. Would you like to see my Directors Guild Award for this?
It has to be seen to be believed.
It's amazing, yeah.
It's just jaw on the floor stuff.
It's wild. And then we do get footage of the real Justin Yoder, which I thought this was the thing I found most emotional, because he looked so happy about his break.
Yeah.
I was like, this is really sweet. It's really nice.
Sweet.
It's really strip away all the decom stuff, and it is a lovely story.
It's a beautiful story that is competently told, or sort of retold, I suppose, in this movie, admittedly with a lot of scenes featuring God. And an ending where God throws open the doors to heaven, and it's full of...
And it's a wheelchair jamboree.
It's full of angels in wheelchairs, which is just... It's absolutely impossible to discern what they meant.
What they wanted you to take from that.
What they wanted you to think when you saw that. But whatever it was, I know it wasn't good. I know it wasn't a good thing to try and make an audience think.
Yeah, a good thing that they did there.
I'm pretty sure it's not good. But yeah, you're right. I got a little emotional at the end. It's very sweet. And the break is really called the Justin break.
Yeah, and it says, because of his success, national service clubs have pledged to help disabled and economically disadvantaged kids compete in their dumb soapbox races. So
yeah, so
that's nice.
It's all really nice. I actually came away from this movie kind of wanting to look up if you can do soapbox in the UK.
Well, you need a hill.
Yeah, and to be a child.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I could probably still compete as long as my weight, was the requirement. I just need my soapbox derby to basically be a roller skate.
I'm trying to imagine your freakish bronc legs trying to fit into a soapbox.
Well, I would just strap them to the top or the bottom.
Yeah, or strap the car to your back and run down the hill. There's nothing in the rules.
Aha! Soapbox racing, day out events, winner of best new event in the UK. All right, folks, we're all heading to Shrewsbury.
Cool.
I'm not sure this is actual soapbox derby, though. The problem is there aren't any pictures. Oh, no, it's like sort of funny. One looks like a sort of like old car, and one, they're like cardboard trains, but it's a car.
Okay.
Do you know that thing?
Yeah, so it's not happening.
It's a bit more like Village Fate. It's not competitive.
Okay.
It doesn't, it doesn't look competitive.
Well, that's a shame.
I want it to be competitive.
Maybe you could get into that thing where people try and build planes and like fly them off a pier into the sea.
Oh, yeah. What's that called? The Red Bull thing.
You could have a miracle off the pier.
It's a miracle he survived.
So that was Miracle in Lane 2, which was, competently made.
Competently made. I'm glad, actually, that there were so many conversations with God in it, because if I do think that actually turned something that could have been sort of annoyingly earnest into something that was a bit more, it certainly gave it some texture.
I can't fathom the thinking behind putting so many scenes of his horny parents into an actual biopic of a living person that he probably had to sit in a theatre and watch the movie with.
Yeah, almost certainly with his parents.
Yeah. So...
Like, what were his parents thinking?
Did you tell them about this, Justin?
I don't know. I don't know how that happened. It's very, very weird. Can I read you an email instead of us thinking more about it?
Yes, please.
Okay. I want to read you this email from Crispy. Crispy writes, after hearing the devastating news of many DCOMs being removed from Disney+, #brink, I was reminded of a couple things I've made that I wanted to share with you. While Quince is no longer available in Europe, you can still enjoy the true meaning of the film in these supercuts I made. The true meaning is, of course, that it was a story all about Jamie, by which we mean Marnie, of course, and that nothing in the film really happened, you stupid idiot. And essentially what Crispy has done is put together a supercut of all the times in Quince that Marnie insists it's her story. And it really is quite something when you hear it all condensed. So, yeah, thank you so much for putting this together, Crispy. Roll clip.
You see, this is my story. And to really understand my story, we need to go back to last January. Oh, did you see the fridge, by the way? Shrine to me. And you don't need to see what happened next to understand my story, so let's just move on. The plan, in case you were wondering, was for me, Jamie Grover. Yep, I gotta admit it. You couldn't help but love them. But remember, this is my story, not theirs. That, plus Dad's salary, paid for the sitters. But remember, this is my story. You know, maybe you already saw this coming, but this was more about me than the Quince. So, it's all about the Quince, huh? What about me? I'm scared.
Honey, you don't have to be scared now.
No, not just for him. I'm scared that things are ruined between us. I'm my own person too, you know?
How did that make you feel, Andy?
I couldn't listen to it. I took an earphone out.
Did you really?
I can't.
He has.
I can't.
He literally has.
Okay.
Oh, man. It's great. I found that enjoyable.
Yeah, good. Oh, I'm glad.
Crispy says, I enjoy the podcast greatly and have subjected my friends to watching weird ribbon dancing and live dolphin birth. Great. Thank you, Crispy. Thanks very much, everyone else, for your emails. We can't read them all out, but we do read them all. And yeah, they regularly make us laugh, and you send us great treasure that you find to do with DCOMs, and it's brilliant. So yeah, Thank you. Thank you so much. If you want to email the podcast, please do so at momcan'tcookpod@gmail.com. You know what? If you have any experience at all with Soapbox Derby and you're still listening to us and aren't enraged by us not taking it seriously, hey, look, although I said I'm going to try and get into it, I don't think it's too late.
Yeah.
I think the world is ready for the feel-good story of a adult man.
With far too long legs.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely crushing it in the child-dominated sport of Soapbox Derby.
But can Luke, an adult man, make it in the child-dominated sport of children?
I'll tell you what, the status quo is not going to like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to have to overcome some obstacles.
Those crusty old judges would be like, well, it says in the rules only children can do soapbox. And I'd be like, damn it!
I've got the world's press here.
Judges.
Are you really going to tell them that an adult can't compete in this child sport?
This adult can't crush them easily.
With his much heavier weight.
With his large weight and disposable income that he's used to buy a good one off eBay.
He spent 20 grand on wind tunnel testing.
I've gone with a ground effect Formula One car. And I'm ready to go down the hill. Scythe through the hay bales.
Well, you won easily in your Formula One car. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did.
Where's my $3,000?
Oh, no. It's a $3,000
scholarship for children.
For children. Well, good. I'll go to school then.
Okay, I'll learn something. What have you got, home ec? Good.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, what are we going to do next?
Next up, Luke, we have 2002's The Scream Team.
Okay, The Scream Team. Remind me. It's obviously a precious memory of watching this one, but remind me.
After the death of their grandfather, Ian and Claire embark on a journey to free the souls of the ghosts that were captured by the evil, misunderstood ghost. What? What do you mean?
What do you mean, though? What, we can have it again one more time, please?
After the death of their grandfather, Ian and Claire embark on a journey to free the souls of the ghosts that were captured by the evil, misunderstood ghost.
You know, the evil, misunderstood ghost. What's he done now?
What do you mean?
He's captured 3 souls.
I don't... Oh, it's got Kat Dennings in it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Has it got anyone else famous?
Eric Idle.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I've seen this one. I can't remember anything about it.
It's got Kathy Najimy from King of the Hill in it
What?
as well. I know. More stars than there are in the heavens, Luke.
Amazing. They've all come out to shine on, what's it called?
Scream Team.
Ghosts. Scream Ghosts.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
The real Ghostbusters.
Extreme Ghostbusters. Okay, brilliant. All right, Andy. Well, look, folks, if you don't want to wait a fortnight for even more Mum Can't Cook...
Or more Patrick Levis.
Then don't. Simply don't. If you need more Patrick Levis in your life, and I assure you, you do, then why not sign up to our Patreon at patreon.com/extra helpings. If you sign up, then you can get access to a special exclusive podcast bonus feed. It works in all the podcast apps you like, including in Spotify, and it's a special feed that unlocks just for you, which is a whole new podcast, basically, where we're recapping So Weird, the Disney Channel original TV show. It is nuts. The one we just recorded is all about the CIA, and it is the hardest I've laughed. Maybe recording one of these ever. I don't know, but yeah, it's truly wild, and I love it.
Check it out, folks. If you want more Patrick Levis, you can check out his website at patricklevismusic.com. You can check out his CD from 2015, Extravagant God. Worship music centered on the radical theme of God's self-exalting love for us.
Okay, all right.
I thought it's only fair to plug Patrick Levis's projects as well.
Yeah, there you go. All right, some more Levis. Well, hang on. What's Frankie Muniz up to? Oh, hang on. We already said.
Told you. Olive oil and NASCAR.
Already said. He's NASCAR.
NASCAR. He's NASCAR olive oil.
NASCAR support series. Yeah. Okay, all right. Thanks very much for listening, everyone. Andy, I'm in the mood for strawberries. Jesus Christ.
Bye.
I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.